Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Maddie Rance. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is another live review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16. It's episode 10, Werq The World. Babies were given a political challenge of performance proportions. Ooh, that was cute, right? Let's continue. Where they had to perform an original song with a repetitious beat. That's it. Because we were talking about it in the panel group chat. A repetitious beat. That was what I was looking for. Yep. A performance with a repetitious beat that was stuck on Uptown Funk. Period. Okay. With a True Colors runway that was beautiful. A little surprise twist, sort of. And to be honest with you, I'll be very real with you. A wasted opportunity with the immunity potion and an episode where it was top 2, when in reality, the moment I heard that song with funk being the entire topic for this week's episode, along with Go Vote in Politics, feeling like it was more so for 2 people in the bottom, not people in the top. I said, oh, the girls with a little seasoning got this again. And the other ones who I think that would have been perfectly, no shade. It was a weird episode, but guess what? I did like it though. I enjoyed it for the most part, especially the banter in the workroom, the shade when they were doing their vocal arrangements as well as choreography with that fine Jamal Sims. I did have a good time this week. There were certain moments I said, well, what is happening here? But okay. I appreciate it. Hey, let's go ahead and get my social medias out the way first, as well as a lot of other jazzy stuff that is going to take place. I know a lot of people, which I did ask for opinions on this, don't really come to the lives as much because it's a long kind of conversation and maybe that's not what they're looking for, but they still love your boy. So starting next week, it will be on Thursday. I'm going to have an edited version of this episode, not directly from my live. I'm doing something special just because I want to also get back to my green screen a little bit and do some things here with other edits I haven't done in a minute. But Thursday, I'll be putting together what's it called? Thursday, I'll be putting together. I saw a comment, it threw me off. Back to start. Season 16 and UK versus the World all in one video. It'll be like 20 something minutes, 20 plus something minute video. And it's just going to be a quick run through, a couple of jokes, a little bit this, that, and there, funny edits, and then just my overall thoughts all into one video. So if you are not the live kind of gal, but you do like to step on in the room sometimes and maybe not finish the conversation, don't worry. I'm going to be posting also edited versions weekly of 2 of the shows that I'm covering out of the 3 right now. So just heads up for that. The cat video is coming next week, as well as one of the drag brunch videos. I've been working on them this week. I appreciate your patience on that. I know we're going to be doing some more things with the channel, so just hang on tight, kids. Trust me, we got a lot going on, and I've always been that way. So at Maddie Rance everywhere except for X, which is at the Maddie Rance. Also on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. May not be to your likability with how I do my reactions, but it's really kind of about us all just sitting down together and watching the show with a kind of a little bit of an edit, a good edit for the episode. So for as low as $1 a month, I think that's pretty fair to catch over 40 plus videos. Check me out on Patreon. Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, and I'm also bookable on Cameo. Type in Maddie Rance for any special requests. Nothing vulgar, because come on now. But also, I do like to kiki, as well as if you have something you want to get off your chest and you feel like I can help you with that, baby, you get more than 5 minutes with me in a composition notebook that I would never show on Big Brother. Anywho, bookable on Cameo. So Appreciate those of you who support me on Patreon, those who have booked cameos, those who have gotten my merch. I'm currently wearing Angeria Paris Van Michaels merch right now because I enjoyed her in the pit stop this week. I didn't agree with everything she said, but that's my sister and I love her down. She said she'd come by the show. So I sent her a message today, see what her schedule looked like and see if we can get her before the season ends here. So shout out to Ange. And shout out to my other Ange over at the Chop Block too. I'm gonna miss you, boo. But we'll talk to Ange in the Chop Block later. I'm gonna try to get her on the show before what is going to happen happens here. I don't know if she released that, but I'll go ahead and let her do that herself. Anywho, do me a favor, hit the like button. Make sure you share this video on your social medias. Get in the comment section afterwards. Your homework is the 100 comments. It really does do something with the algorithm because we try to get this video out in place. Also, if you don't mind, this is just a reminder. It's a simple reminder because you know I'm going to say some stuff today. But disclaimer, this program's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Maddie Rance and program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. Seriously, please reread that last line. And don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in because Maddie is a talker and you may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable after reviewing this program, consume some Mhi'Ya and have yourself a good poot. Thank you so very much again for tuning in. Here you go. I may just need to get a little bit closer because I have the lighting down because I wanted the blue and the green to really give what needs to be given. I can turn it up. There you go. A little bit brighter. I was out of coffee today. I had to order a coffee. Listen, I needed to pick me up because, baby, my bed was calling me this morning because I was up all day, doing the drag race stuff for UK versus the World. And then season 16 comes right on. So I'm editing those videos. And then I'm also putting together the streams. By the time I'm done, I'm ready for bed and my cats want to play. And I'm learning, Matt, in order for the cats to go to sleep with you, you got to play with them at night, right before bed, which now I dedicate an hour to play with them. What's going on? Mina, what's happening? Oh my God. All right, those are the kids. Okay, anywho. My children. Oh my goodness. I can't. Yeah, that video is gonna be cute. The one I'm putting together for Mamu. I'm really gonna enjoy it. I stopped smoking. Y'all know this. I also stopped eating bread, carbs, anything like rice and stuff like that. And I have had no sugar. That is the worst one. Bread I'm fine without bread. Ganja, okay. I've had to break that rule once, but I haven't done it again, so we good. But bread, I can be okay. Sugar, I'm having trouble. So shout out to anybody on a diet right now. If it's working for you, I feel it because it's working for me right now too. My body is definitely changing. But baby, I understand. Trust me. Every time I want to get something sweet, I literally will pick it up at the grocery store and just put it right back down. I'm unable. And water is now becoming my new best friend. Listen, also, before we get this started, y'all know I'm about to be on my vacation very soon. I can certainly use your help for this vacation as well as everything in general around me with these two kids that I got. It's really appreciated. Not necessary for your participation, but super appreciated, especially for these tough days here in the YouTube algorithm streets. PayPal.me/Rants, Cash App $Rants, Venmo Rants. That's the tip jar. You don't have to, but if you want to, thank you. But the thumbs up button is for free. That's important, as well as the comment section. It really gets this channel going. So I see y'all in the live chat right now. God bless every single one of you for being here today. Membrillo, thank you for the first super sticker of the day. How you doing, baby? Thank you so very much for that. Should we do a poll to start this up? Should we put a poll out in place? And maybe I know what to ask you. I think I know what to ask. Ooh. Yeah. Can I spell? It's just going to be a yes or no question because we need to get into the episode here. But Was the immunity potion gag worth it? I just want to know. From beginning to end, from the moment that we heard about it, if it made you excited, were the tires taking the air taken out the tires, or was it something that was utilized? It, was thrown in there kind of a bit, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I want to hear this because for me, I don't think that they should leave this idea alone. I think they should think differently about how to utilize an immunity potion if we're going to do that. Because it used to be RuPaul just giving them immunity. But now it's like, okay. I think for me, you gave it to one person who shouldn't have never had it. No shade, plain Jane. You should have never had it. And I know you did what you had to do to get to the position that you were in for the second episode, which was smart. But I'm telling you, based on how you used this item, you shouldn't have had it because you didn't use it. And it's clear that you haven't hit the bottom like that, including this episode. My God, that confused me because I was like, now hold on here. Like, not we had her sweat and on. I said, this is weird. Saphira, when she had the potion, she got a little nervous. The Libra indecisiveness kicked in. I know her very well. You feel your oats, but you don't know if they're cooked. So you question if you want to taste it, because if it's bad, it could ruin the experience. A Libra hates that. Not a bad experience. A bad experience. We're all about the grandeur of things, even in poor situations. It's got to be good. I need the layout right. My sister didn't do well. That October Libra got her ass. Don't do it today. We're still balanced. But to me, I want them to utilize that potion a bit differently. I think had that been used for someone like a mandatory meeting, also, why are we using it so early? Can we wait until after? Ooh, that's kind of shady. I feel like they need to wait until after judges' negotiations to where there are 3 people on stage. And if the person then has the potion and they're of the 3 people, that's the opportunity to remove themselves from being in the bottom 2. Hello. Also, if they were safe that week and then we get to a bottom 3, then that bitch in the back gets to go, RuPaul gets to go, listen, you forehead over there, wig pushed back that I said you look good this week and lied. How about you tell us who you want to save from this 3 or not? That would make more sense to me if we're going to versus, okay, we just started this episode. Everybody's sitting up there. Hey, everyone. So you're going to use your potion right now. We don't even know who's up or down. That's dumb. All right. Okay. Finish. That was my rant for the beginning of the sentence. Let's move forward back. Come on now. I just need to get that off my chest so I wouldn't forget that point, because I was just doing my screenshots like, why use it this way? It needs to be utilized when it's actually there are things at stake. Like, we don't know what the vote's going to be. We don't know how the judges will feel. For example, when Saphira used it and they were like, well, we thought you actually did well. You shouldn't have done that. I don't want buyer's remorse. I need this to be the actual, food stamp card that gets me in the grocery store to get what I need, sweetie. I need her to be guaranteed funds every tube. This is a single income household. I need it. That's what the stakes need to be like. I need to go visit someone every 6 months with a caseworker to make sure my shit's correct because they ask me questions I don't need to answer. I need that kind of receiving energy when it comes to the sort of, let's throw a twist out there. Give me something. Okay. Had Jane holding it over people's head like, the student loan debts and how long that took to go. Never mind, because that was all smoke and mirrors for other things that are going on top of the other things that are going on. Anywho, it's a political challenge. So let's get to the episode. Shout out to Angeria and Trixie. I enjoyed this pit stop episode. I was doing my screenshots as I had this up here, and I was like, let me hear what Trixie and Angie got to say. They were funny. Shout out to my sister Angie. But yeah, this was the key. I enjoyed myself. Angie not knowing what Roy G. Biv was and thinking that was a person. Baby, scream and shout. Love you, Ange. All right, moving forward here. Now, Plasmanda Bynes was removed from the competition last week after giving something that she had to give on the main stage for the lip sync challenge, but Mhi'Ya Iman LePage backflipped, twirled, pushed on the fuck through. Speaking of Mhi'Ya, hey Mhi'Ya, thank you. I saw you followed me on Twitter. Ow. I should say X. Well, Twitter. Shout out, thank you for the follow back. I appreciate you, love. Anywho, no, Mhi'Ya did wear her out. No shade. I mean, like we're not gonna do this today. I know the girls were like, well, Plasma was cutting up in her own mind. Yes, I enjoyed Plasma's trying. It was a good try. Trying it was. Tried. Pick yourself up and try again. Out the door. We'll see you at All Star, sister, because it was worthy of. You had 2 wins, Plasma. They're gonna call you. You deserve a phone call. Just saying. But you know, Mhi'Ya's the lip sync assassin of the season. Even if we feel that Mama's not, even if we feel that Mama's not good at everything, baby will be when it comes to a lip sync. And if they do the lip sync assassin bit again with All Stars, that would be the one I want them to call. But you better give her a song. Like how you did Ganja, you give her a song she's going to cut up on. Make it high stakes. We love this. Okay. Just dance, 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 mama. Now that's in my head. No. Okay, Mhi'Ya, hey baby, thank you for the cash app, Sippy Poo. Appreciate it. How hard you've been working on everything. Thank you, love. Trust me. Mentally, I've been going through it, and the challenges are real. God bless my therapist because they have been on this journey with me. Trust, okay? They've been encouraging me to reach out to my friends and to open up more because I've been closed off since I started this diet and stopped smoking. I've been very like, ooh. Okay, you want to like bring it down a little bit. Channing Woods, thank you so much for the tippy poo on Cash App. I just love you. Keep being you. Oh, love you too, babes. Thank you, Channing. I love that name, by the way. Tatum? All right. Q. I'm happy that you won. You know, I may have had other feelings in reference for this, but I think that you are definitely talented, and that is not to be questioned. You scare me in this one shot. I just know someone's soul has just crept into your being 2 seconds ago, and you're enjoying how that tasted so good. That poor young man that slept in his bed as you crept on over from the corner of that shadow twister and just God bless her, but this is frightening. Shit. Run. Okay. Hi, I'm here for the 305 Miami girls fighting. I'm here for it. I'm here for Miami girls swinging. Dawn over here talking about, oh my God, this is too much. Go, no, bitch. I'm here for that. Get riled up. What you about to do? You ain't gonna hit her. This is my kind of carrying on with this kind of shade. Like the real, like, oh no, bitch, but you're not giving what you think you are, but bitch, you're shit as well. I'm shit. Let's talk about what's going on over here with Miss Thing trying me like that. But even if you had the song, you would have still went home. Get her. I'm here for morphine, not backing down. I'm here for Mhi'Ya speaking up. My Rudy Huxtable is cutting the fuck up. Do you hear me? I'm telling you, listen, just like I talked about, didn't I not call this baby Rudy Huxtable? And for good reason. Let's think of Rudy Huxtable's storyline in the Cosby's real quick. Two minutes for me to go off, but still be on. Remember how Rudy was shy and super sweet in the beginning of the series? She could get in trouble sometimes, but she was like, oh, I don't know. When she got a little bit older, remember when Bud came around? I don't know who we would call Bud this season. And she got and it was very much Rudy's time to cut up. I know my references. That's why I call that girl Rudy Huxtable. Okay, I said, what? She's going to be quiet and she's going to pick it on up. And that was Rudy's story. It took the other baby. Listen, Sandra and them had to leave the house first. Them light-skinned children had to go so we could get to the melanated daughters. And Vanessa and Rudy then got into the mixture. I'm telling you, Sandra and Denise left that house. That's what happened. Remember when Erica Alexander got put on the show? Oh, they had to put somebody light-skinned back in the mix. That's when Raven Simone, okay, surmised her. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, Raven. That low-key is true. But that's a shame I'm bringing up that show that we can't watch no more because that man ruined it for us with his nasty behavior. Anywho, I love these two. Keep it going. Fight, 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 fight. Please, swing. I'm still, I want the unedited footage of Candy and Tamisha low key while we talking about it. I did get a different story off camera about how where that all came from. So no shade to it. I was happy to get that, but I was like, oh, I wish I could see that footage, girl. Anywho, thank you so much, Ralph, for the super chat. Appreciate you, friend. What's up, Ralph? Thank you so much. Jeffrey, thank you for the super chat. Finally on time to give your super chat. Oh, thank you, Beebs. Say hi to your dim kids. Jeffrey said hi, Mom, who's currently sitting over here and is about to sneak up on Mina and fuck with my blinds. Yep, there they go. Mamu goes from like pouncing on her and then she doing the same thing to then him running up and then he'll start to clean her. And it'll be so weird. Like he runs up like, I'm about to hit you. And he'd be like, love you. Be scaring me sometimes. It's the truth. Oh, I can't do it. Bodrovia USA, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, babe. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. 250 of you. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a CP poo in my jar, I appreciate it, especially for the strip coming up, these cats, and overall me paying this internet bill. Okay, PayPal.me/rants, cash up.rants, Venmo/rants. Thank you so very much. There is a show coming out. I can't think of the name of it right now, but there's something coming out soon in the next 2 months I want to add to this program, to my channel. We'll discuss it later. I forgot. I saw the commercial the other day. I was like, I might have to talk about this. It looked interesting. We'll get there. Anywho, I enjoyed the little shenanigans and fuckery. And can I be real with you? I know I've been a little less critical of playing Janathan compared to my panel host. I like Jane, okay? I like Jane. I think that there were times I'm like, okay, Jane, hold on, sister. That was kind of sharp, bitch. You would never, okay? But there are other moments where I'm going, well, she spoke the truth. Well, I mean, that's what I would say. And I mean, y'all might hate me too. I don't know. Maybe sometimes it's coming from the wrong messenger. I don't know. But I actually like Jane this episode too. I also saw a little bit of her sort of, the armor came down a tad bit. She got a critique this week and it sort of shook her a tad bit in Untucked. And yes, we will talk about Untucked today too. There were good moments. We'll continue. Oh no, Dawn is also the villain of the season, but there's like, how is it, like chaotic good and like chaotic evil and all that kind of stuff. Like Dawn, I feel, I don't know, her approach is so, better yet, I know exactly how to describe this. Do you remember the South Park episode, this Christmas special with those woodland creatures, and they were really like servants for Satan, but they were really lovely and adorable? And so everyone was always like, oh, they're so cute. But they were actually trying to make a sacrifice to bring back the Antichrist. Yeah, like that kind of shit. That's Dawn. Dawn is a woodland creature from that episode. You're gonna help us with Christmas still? We're here to bring the Antichrist. Yeah. That's Dawn in my book of people. I love her though. We love those woodland creatures too. Imagination. was the confessional thug this episode. Dawn, you know I love you, sister Dow, okay? Thank you for the follow, but you know I love you, sister Dow. I love you. Dawn, you were reading everybody this week. Like, Morphine has been doing that. Morphine is the actual narrator of the season. If you're like, Matt, I don't agree with that, please go back. Her and Plasma were exchanging blows for the longest, but now that Morphine is still there, it is undoubtable that she is literally the narrator of the season. Anywho, the following day comes and I see all shapes and sizes aboard here as RuPaul steps into the room to present their maxi challenge. No mini challenge today. Oh man. Well, the maxi challenge itself is important because it has to do with politics and the not need nor just right to vote, but the must that we have here in America to vote, especially with the upcoming election that's happening right now and how important it is. This statistics behind how many Americans are not registered to vote. When they said, I believe it was like 68 or 69 million, I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? That's the amount that would be needed in a lot of positions to where someone could win or not win an election. But it's also more than just about the president who we are electing out here. And forgive me for getting on my little stepping stool here, but there are so many bills, there are so many laws that are in place that are up for grabs right now when it comes to these local elections, as well as a whole national election in itself, where your rights can be literally taken away from you. We just saw this recently with women currently I forget the state exactly, where they're not allowing what was it, IVF? And I was like, excuse me? And then there's so much going on right now, like to a point where I'm becoming almost confused at what's going on because it's not looking good, bud. Yeah, how's Texas? Oh baby, honey, listen. Oh, don't get us started about what's going on over here, over in Texas. It's still on some fuck shit. Trust right now, okay? They're trying to get rid of Planned Parenthood. A lot of the things that go on with Planned Parenthood, as someone who donated to Planned Parenthood, it's more than just about a certain word I can't say when it comes to AB, the rest of it, but it's also for your own health, sexual health. And it works like a clinic where people who may not be able to afford going to a regular doctor to be able to handle certain things, especially for those who are in need or those who are on like Medicaid and certain other stuff like that. So it's really, it's deep, and it goes towards the level of not just being a gay and trans thing, because that's what a lot of people are trying to make it. It's also affecting the rights of a lot of people who are straight, who are living in these homes in middle class communities or lower class. And that's the part that kind of blows my mind. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get off of this in a second, but I just have to get this off my chest because it's like, this is the topic, right? You would think that people would just realize when one thing is being the main focal point over the other, because it then brings people's fears out, which then that fear leads to emotion. And then you have emotional voting where you're not making like sense in the polls. You're just going off of, well, I just don't want that one thing to happen. But that one thing isn't what they're actually telling you it is. We just had a whole woman get on, I forget her name, just get up there and lie about a story that happened with somebody in, they said there was in the United States where they were trafficked and all this mess, but they were actually in Mexico, and they made the entire story up before the state of Utah. Like, girl, what? Before the whole, like, I couldn't believe it. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, this is too much, to where they're doing the fear tactics. So I'm asking people, because I'm registered, I'm asking people like, like really think about it. Like, if you can just get up, if you can even mail it in, whatever the case may be, like, please do that here in the States specifically. Like, this election year is going to be very important. I'm not telling you who to vote for, because that's not okay. I'm telling you to just get out there and let your voices be heard, because God forbid you lose everything and you're like, well, why did that happen? Well, you didn't show up, babe. You didn't show up. At least you can say you tried. You know what I mean? When those things go down. So either way, getting off of my poll, there's just a lot going on. It's not just about trans people. It's not about gay people. It's not just about women. It's also about immigrants. It's also about, like, we literally have a conversation about folks like Tsunami and Geneva with DACA. Like, that is also on the menu for, like, situations where folks that you may love, that you may know, family members, can be affected by that. It's a lot. So yes, because people talk about, this is my land, your child. Do you? This is. Let's not do it. Let's not talk about land. Okay. Let's not talk about land. Let's not talk about land. Let's not do that. So, anywho, I'm gonna get off my pole, my pedestal here, and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot going on in the world right now. I'm asking for people to open their hearts and listen and pay attention, and not just turn a blind eye to things. And, you know, it is important to use our voices. And I know some folks are in positions where it's hard to do that because of what platforms they may be on or what they do for a living. But, like, never forget, like, when it comes to, like, something like voting, it matters completely. Trust. All right, I'm done. There we go. Finish. All right, we'll get off. We'll get off my pedestal. Okay. Oh yeah, because sometimes it's a little, it's deep, because one person can be like, okay, they want this, but look at everything else. Also, look at the education. Like, I think that's one thing that's really important. People need to vote on is what's happening in your local schools and what the education systems do, baby. Especially like out here in Houston, it's a mess. So, like, pay attention. It's very important, because you never know, girl. When you turn your head one day and then turn the news on the next, when this happened. All the time. Anywho, RuPaul says they're going to be doing an original song called Power, and they need to write their own lyrics about it's supposed to inspire people to go vote, and through their view as a drag queen, as who they are themselves, this, that, and the other, right? So Nerdigans, it's funny you say that. Let me say this real quick, because, like, check this out. There are those commercials you see on YouTube where they're like, yo, the government owes you money. Be careful. Please be careful with that. Please be careful with that. This is your, be careful with that. Okay. Watch that. Back to this though. They have to do an original song. It's called Power. It's supposed to be funk. Okay. Like, you know, give me a little James Brown energy, you know, a little Bruno Mars kind of flair and stuff like that. Right. I said, okay, let's see where this is going today. Everyone's going to write their own lyrics. They get to work with Leland, which is amazing. Shout out to Leland. I passed him by at DragCon. I was like, love your work. He was very nice. But they're working with Leland. And then, of course, Jamal Sims, who is the guest judge this week, is going to be doing the choreography with them, which I always had a crush on Jamal. I think we all have. I can't tell you all the story of when I saw him in a coffee shop with my friend, and my friend was trying to introduce me, and I was just so shy and completely nervous. I felt like I looked a fool. We had just been walking. I was sweaty. I was like, girl, I am not cute right now. I will not let that man see me not at the greatest. Too much. But I was kind of hyped for this episode. Listen, lots of shade being thrown back and forth here. Morphine and Jane are showing their real sisters, bitch, because Morphine's frustrations with Mhi'Ya after coming for her, Jane definitely pulled out, and they were able to throw a little couple jabs back and forth. I love how Mhi'Ya was like, what's the TCAP? Like, what you said, bitch? You want to keep this going? Let's keep it going. Saphira Messy, what you say about Mhi'Ya? Mind you, Q and Jane always are playful with their shade. You know, Caillou and the Soviet basically go back and forth. It's a holiday special. Yeah, but it's, you know, girl, what you talking about? You need to worry about yourself too. Now, Q talking about anybody's dancing is funny to me. And I know that everybody else on the show, well, the people who were in the bottom need to be in the bottom. And I love how Dawn pointed that out. And I said to myself, wow, Dawn pointed out that the 3 white folks were in the bottom this week. RuPaul said mayonnaise on this stage. And I remember being cussed out about that. thread about that on Reddit. Oh, he used that term. That's not a. I said, well, I wonder if folks were mad at RuPaul for referring to Dawn as mayonnaise when. Okay, great. The way I said, interesting. I didn't see not one person clocking clown. Shouldn't have either because it's not that deep. And Dawn even received it too because she knew she was giving a little bit of Hellman's. She knew it. Hell, if you want to talk about mayonnaise, bitch, hello, grocery store brand Q. You say Duke's, Joyce? There's a little coin on Duke's. You got to give them something where it's a little bit wet. I won't say Miracle Whip because that means there's sugar in there. That's for, well, actually, Dawn could be Miracle Whip. That's a little Twinkie. There's sugar in there. You got to say Hellman's like that. Hellman's. Like, with the L. Hellman's. Every time I see it, I'm like, God. Aldi mayo. Oh, so not actual mayo. Have you heard about that? That rumor that's going around that Aldi's food is bioengineered, like all of it? I saw some TikTok and I said, I don't know if I should believe this is TikTok. I hate Miracle Whip. I have never been okay with Miracle Whip, ever. I can't do it. I don't like sandwich bread either. If I do mayo, it's got to be either the olive oil one from Kraft or like a regular kind of mayo and not a lot of it. Don't slap it on. That's why I don't like Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box always abuses the mayo system. And that's eggs, baby. So you putting it on this hot ass burger and saying, it never tastes right by the time I get it. Oh, Jesus. I always say no mayonnaise on my burgers or on any hot sandwich. That's silly to me. Not prosy rosy, time to up something over Miracle Whip. I mean, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Oh, I'm kidding. I can't. Ralph, thank you so much. I see the Tippy Poo on Cash App. Much love and support. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Manny Rants. Appreciate you for being here today. If you want to drop a little bit of love in my jar, PayPal at me /Manny Rants, Cash App $Manny Rants, Venmo Manny Rants, Venmo Manny Rants. Anything and everything is super helpful, especially for this trip coming up. And I would most certainly appreciate it. I'm so stressing about this trip coming up, I swear to God. But let's keep it going here. Mhi'Ya, you are not fooling anybody. I don't believe anytime they're saying they're struggling, I just don't believe it anymore. Even this episode, they weren't actually struggling, if I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think Mhi'Ya did bad at all this week. I thought they were very good. I just won't believe it. I refuse. Yeah, I refuse. Because I'm not hurting anymore. I refuse. Wait, who did that song? No, I won't take it. No. Who sang that song again? Oh, Aaliyah. It's Aaliyah. Okay. I was like, wait, how I forget who sang that song? Hold on. I had to do that. No, I can't take it. I do the backgrounds. Okay, so listen, they got in front of Leland here. And of course, he was going to produce this repetitious track. No shade, Leland. We gonna talk about when we get there, because I was like, girl, what's going on? Is the beat skipping? Mhi'Ya, it was funny. I don't want to laugh, but I was cackling over here. That note. Equal. I thought she was talking about substitution sugar for just a moment, because all the time she said equal. I said, oh, someone's got the bad sugars. I can't. That BP was up. Whew. It was a little funny to watch, but this is what made the episode for me, was everyone watching each other and just cackling at everyone's take. Sapphira may have been the only one that went up there and it wasn't a problem, or it wasn't just like anyone questioning the moment, to be honest with you. That was the only individual who went through their takes, and it felt like one time for the trigger man and was done. I said, okay, come on, Sophia. Dawn, you are a menace. I'm going to start calling you Donis the Menace. Okay, that's right. Not Dennis, Donis, the menace. Every confessional in this cozy ass fucking sweater with the overalls that aren't even put on all the way because we're flavorful. Well, you know, this queen should have done that. Well, Saphira can't save her this time. Oh my God, did I say that? Well, that girl over here is giving this. Oh no. I love you, Dawn. Thank you so very much. A quiet storm you are. Okay, they never saw you coming. You're giving me that one movie with Mark Wahlberg where he didn't make it. That's several movies, Matthew. You know the one when they were at sea. He didn't make it. I don't think George Clooney did either. The Perfect Storm? Was that the movie? Rachel McAdams? I think so. I may be wrong with the actress. I know I'm right with the actors. Yeah, keep on. Anyone else notice how fast Mark Wahlberg went from doing like certain films to going into Christian related content? Anyone else notice that with other actors too? That should be a conversation one of these days with me and Bleecker. Speaking of which, there's going to be a movie podcast next week. Sure did, Mickey. Sure did. They sure, all of them. Every single out. Sad story though, but you know, it's the truth. It's the truth. The waters was watering. Plain Jane also was giving it too this week. I enjoyed her shenanery. I mean, she always gives it as well. It's very sister, and then I drag you. She wants them to know they're related before she hurts them. It's giving the good son or the good sister. Oh, Plain Jane, are you a Culkin? Didn't say cuck. You know, I mean, I can see her in a video with all the sexual stuff she talk about. Somebody gonna be up in there. It's giving me Macaulay Culkin tease. Are you gonna throw your sister out in the ice and watch her drown? Bitch, that movie. Huh. If you've never seen The Good Son, God bless you. Please make your way over there. You want to see Macaulay Culkin? It's one of his best films. I'm sorry. Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin in their youth. Oh, they were doing that movie so good. I could see Plain Jane right now swinging somebody across the ice. God, I need Lee Dawson to make that edit. We just heard about that. Oh, it's sad. It's sad. It's a crazy movie. Boy, what do you I don't want to give away the ending, but bitch, I was like, ooh. Oh my God. It was so funny. It reminded me of when Charlize Theron like fell in Catwoman. It reminded me of that entire part because they kept showing different shots of it because it was like, but then like another shot, I was like, why are they doing that? Craziness. I'm sorry. I thought that scene was so funny. I'm sorry. Let me get off of it. No. I said, wait. Hey, y'all leave Caillou alone. Y'all leave Caillou alone here. I like Caillou. Q is funny, okay? Sometimes Q be like delusional because in Untucked, girl, you said they said I had the best outfit. I said, does Ross go by they, them pronouns? Because that's the only person that said that, baby. I said, they all didn't say that Ross said it, but like everybody on the set didn't just go, yeah, girl. I thought that was so funny. She was like, oh, she can't let me have my moment. Well, you didn't have it though. I mean, you had it with Ross. Got it at Ross. That's what you did. That's what you did. Look, I just liked how they were all cackling and baffling all through this. It was funny. This was cute, right? Like, this was a good time. This is how you know it's when two supervillains come together. It's like the Riddler and the Joker are sitting right over here and having a conversation about how to kill Batman, right? Or Banana Man, Banana Woman. Talking about you should tell her you're going to give it to her and then don't. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, everybody. I would have loved to have been a part of this conversation. Because, bitch, if that had happened, I would have cackled. I'd have been like, that was fucked up, Jane. And then turn around, turn back around, rude. Rude. I'm sorry, that would have been fucked up. No notes. Literally, throughout the entire episode, Saphira had no notes. Can't wait to talk about you, Saphira, when we get to your part. Now, Q fell victim to one of the RuPaul's Drag Race traps that I love to say multiple people have actually fallen victim to. And it's when you are presented with a challenge and you tell them you're good at something. And then you show us otherwise. She said, oh, yeah, I have a musical theater background. I know how to sing. I got this. You know, I'm not Mariah Carey, but I can carry a tune to the graveyard and bury it 6 feet deep, fresh soil. You forgot to finish that sentence because I thought I can carry. What are you carry? What, honey? When I say fell quite possibly from the tallest building, it landed with a splat. Okay. Oh my God. It gave for Color Girls. And for those of you who saw that movie, who dropped them kids from that window? This one. Sounded like Janet Jackson and Why Did I Get Married Too? When she was screaming and breaking everything in the house. Ooh, wouldn't have whispered that day. Listen, I ain't never seen somebody take off the headphones so fast just to make sure what they were hearing wasn't what they were hearing. Leland, and God bless you, Leland, you were very kind to these people today because it wasn't just Q who sounded like a goat being slaughtered in the movie The Witch and then coming back alive again and completely confusing people. And they find out it was that's another story. Anywho, when I say Leland had that mouth open like this, and he'll just be like, eyes will move a little bit like, oh. That mouth will be open. Okay, so this is what I think you should do, right? God bless you, Leland. You were kind here. But when I tell you, the moment you said, let's hit the highest note, and she goes into possibly summoning Cthulhu with that tone, that baby, Leland said, I'm sorry, I don't know why that tickled me. Because he didn't change his face. He just was like, real quick. Now, Jane, Jane, you're an ass. Did you see how Jane started this? She was like, it's Dawn looking dead ass back at Jane and Saphira in this moment too, as they're all watching. It's Saphira also like, oh, okay. I felt so bad for her. Oh no, Q, you're not horrible, but ooh. It was just the lead up, with you saying, oh, this is one of the things I'm really good at. And it was not. Not this week. I'm Dawn. I have a thing, and I know that my friends are going to see this on the vacation we take, where if something is really, really funny and I don't want to baha because I laugh very loudly, I have to turn around and look at somebody. And just look at them, or I have to just stare at the ground. There's no way I'm going to be able to make it through the rest of whatever's going on, especially if it's something awkward or something that wasn't supposed to be funny. That's just terrible. I hate that. It drives me wild. I can't look at what's going on. I'm like, no, girl, she is not sounding like that. I wouldn't be able to look at her. Morphine got it right. Please put something across my face because there's just no way. I hate that feeling of just. I sort of put myself through that torture when I watched The Office because Michael Scott is one of the most embarrassing people to ever be written for television. So anytime he does something, I find myself muting the TV or having to change the station just because I am completely. I'm gone. Oh no, this is too much. It's too real. It's too real. I swear to God. It's That was fun. This was fun. Baby, this last note. Whoa! Why am I saying note? Hold on, Naj. You said look at Mhi'Ya. Let's go back to Mhi'Ya. Stop it. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't. Baby. Jane, why you turn to Saphira? Why y'all gotta look at Saphira for this? Because Saphira's not cracking. She's trying not to crack. Like all the rest of you are over it. Oh, I can't. Nymphia is over it. I hate that they put this side by side, but I also love it. Thank you, Drag Race, for giving us a cute little edit moment here when Morphine was doing the nails on the chalkboard as Q is singing, and they put the sound effect, girl, like that. Now that was shady. It's Morphine going along with Q's note, and it literally sounds the same. I said, no, God, no, God. I said, Q, they did you dirty, but low key, this was iconic. So bravo. Saphira finally broke, as well as Nymphia. They were trying so hard. Look, Morphine can't even put this over her face no more. It's oh my goodness. Hey. Thank you, DW, for the tippy poo on Cash App for the Leland clock. Okay. I can't. I can't do it. Do y'all miss Miss Plasma? The receptionista has asked a question. I want to answer this. I'm wondering how Plasma would have done on this challenge with it being funk. I think Plasma has a good voice, though. It's like if Barbara Streisand and Leah Michelle infused into a gay man, and they wanted to do something in R&B uptown funk, that kind of bit. I think vocally it would have been fine. I think we would have to see what the choreography would have been given, because Plasma likes to move around. Mama likes to work, but we would have had to see. I'm not gonna say no. I would have liked to have seen that happen, but I'm concerned because a lot of girls said they had theater backgrounds, and then we're here looking at this picture. It's okay. Either way, though, Plasma was definitely a force on the show. I could have seen them going further. Maddie, how was Rebirth? One of the best RPGs I have ever played. And it's way better than Remake. Remake for me was a lot, and I liked it, but it didn't, like, y'all saw me play it and then sort of stop playing it, which I'm mad I didn't keep the save data on my system because I don't have Leviathan right now, and I'm pissed off about it. But it's a beautiful game. It's an absolutely beautiful game. It's to Crash, one of my Rant Pack members, they gifted me the game, and shout out to the individual who paid for the taxes on the game. Thank y'all for that, because it's one of the things that's keeping me from wanting to partake in ganja right now, is playing Final Fantasy, because like you get so lost in the game. So thank y'all for that, because it's actually been one of my let me not think about this kind of things. And whenever I'm like, ooh, I could smoke right now, I'm like, no, let me put the game on. Let me just put this game on right now. I said I was gonna do 40 days. I'm 26 days away from my trip, meaning I am 26. I'm a good head start in here. Like we're almost there. So Jesus. But yeah, it was muy importante. I keep myself busy. I'm finding that with what I do now, especially in my little sober journey. But yep. Okay, moving forward though, moving on with the story, with the show. Thanks for tuning in. We're almost an hour into this. Speaking of me wanting to get my hair pulled, thank you so much for tuning in today. hit the like button, share, and comment. I appreciate you for being here. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, throw me a little love towards my trip, or send something for the kitty poos, or just a little love my way, I'd appreciate with paypal.me/rants, ketchup.rants, and Venmo-rants. It's super appreciated and definitely muy importante, but not necessary for your participation. I love y'all down. Thanks for being here. Let's go. This man is fine in person. Like, y'all seen him on TV. I have seen him in person. I mean, it's fine. I love how he's like, oh, I'm so shy. Ah, ha, ha. Don't do it. In Michael Jackson's video, Remember the Time. Don't do it, Jamal. Don't do it. Don't do it. Saw you in that coffee shop. I said, nope, can't talk to him. I'm too sweaty. I need to look like I am pristine. I will not be presented in front of this man like that. I just couldn't do it. I was like, no, Fred, we smell like outside. Yes, in person, gorgeous. I was, yeah, he's very nice too. I've seen him interacting with my friend and stuff like that. But yeah, I was like, I will not. There are few men who I will make sure I will be always right. A couple that I follow back on Twitter, that if I ever saw them in person, I'd be like, oh, let me return right about here and make sure the next time I come up in front of you, you smell that wonderful cologne. You look at the shape and you know what's up. Okay? Because it's going to be ready today. Piece of cake, you damn Skippy, ready to go. Let's get into the 6 months to a year of dating atmosphere. Come on, I'm just playing. But here's the skips when it comes to choreography, because this is funk in the category here. It's a little bit different than doing your regular, jazz dance or choreography for a musical number of Broadway proportions. There can be funk that's also related to that, based off of the what's it called? Musical being performed. Like Dreamgirls would sort of fall into this category. There's a lot of songs on Dreamgirls that funk would definitely fall into. Oh yeah. Step into the bad side, step into the bad side, step into the bad side. Come on. All right. Or heavy, yes, baby. Yeah. Da 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 da. Bow. Listen, I would have been here for this. I would have enjoyed this choreography. See, Saphira, you better than me, because baby girl, when I tell you, I'd have been like, Jamal, so is there a part where the dancers are going to have to carry me at any point in time or work with me? Oh, they are. Okay, because we can work that into the routine. I don't mind working with people. Do you mind showing me how they're going to do this? Because I know they're going to be behind me. So if you don't mind, like, hold on real quick. Let me just adjust the plot that I would have already had it mapped out. Like, okay, I know exactly what we're going to do today. I sure do. That would have helped me over for 2 years. You hear me? Like, almost as if I was that woman following Jesus. Touch the cloth. Whoa, I'm cured, bitch. Out. We good, God. I see you. I'm just playing. I'm not. I'm really not. Whoa. All right. We move from rhythm to a rhythmless nation. Hey, I do like seeing trees sway in the wind. And that's normally what I get from Q when it comes to any sort of rotation of a hip, a just juxtaposition, if you will, when it comes to left, right, left, right. It do look like somebody's old tree sitting in front of their yard in the middle of a storm that is just swaying back and forth. It's kind of pretty, but you're also like, I hope it doesn't break. I see Q trying, and that is something I can commend. I enjoy it. Caillou, you better work. I'm here for it. I know Dawn was reading girls this week, and she was coming for babies, but then, good Lord, when I saw this young lady walk up here with these shoes and black socks, and start her, what I think funk would be, when I said the Eras tour, just all that footage I've seen online, I was just like, oh, this is it. This is close to that. It's close to it. I assumed that we would see them pop up and it was going to be some for never, ever, ever. God bless her. Dawn, I love you. Not funk. I want to see you do other categories. Nymphia, you were playing around because you ate later. You made me mad. Low key. Mhi'Ya, show us your funk. Back handspring, boom, into a dip. Okay. Morphine, why were you so pressed by this? Listen, that baby girl can tumble. If she wants to show she can tumble, she can tumble. Okay? You see Rudy Huxtable wanting to do something here. You let Rudy do all of that. You are giving Vanessa energy. Mad that Claire is showing more time to Rudy and upset, so you about to go out and have a good time. Getting sick of it. Either way, Mama started doing choreography and it was where it needed to be. Now you got up here and said, "Bok, bok, chicka, chicka, bok, bok, chicka, boy, please, whatever." That man asked for some little back, a little throw it back, throw it back. Sister out here. He asked for a throw it back, throw it back. No. Morphine. Morphine was talking about slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. Check it with me and do your job. I said, she's so used to listen. That it's that head, friend. You're used to that rotation. It's okay. It's okay, friend. I love you. It gave me, you got it was that guac. Maybe because Jamal was there. Is that what that was? It was that cock, like that kind of energy, right? Because it was definitely that. Shout out to everybody that got my 2 song references today. You're welcome. That's some Southern rap for y'all right there for the girls. Just so we're clear. Bitch, I put chicken head up in this motherfucker, and I also did the slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. Hey, check it with me. Hey, okay, sorry. It's the guac. Yeah, it has to be there. It's listen, I, as a fellow Boutum, okay, I understand. I understand. Okay, you're just used to it. Okay, especially when you see someone fine, you just it's almost like it's a mating call. Like I can. It would not be a problem. Sorry, that was gold. Whatever. That was a great joke. That was a great moment. God bless me. Plain Jane, this was the most plain I have seen you this season. Others would argue, but this would be mine. I have a little ballroom experience. Not gonna work here. Baby girl was a bit stiff. I said, "Oh no, we are in trouble." That man said, "Do-si do." She was like, she was trying though, and she knew the rhythm and the beat. At least I can give her that. But it was definitely some timid steps. No shade playing. Like Nymphia ate you up low key when it came to y'all coming together for that one part with that boom, boom, bump it up. Nymphia was eating, chewing, sister. You were. I said, "Oh no, Nymphia's kind of gagging her." I said, "That's why she gave her the immunity potion." Breathe. Let it go. All right. So moving forward with the episode, we get into a little bit of Dawn's story here. And it's kind of lovely, Dawn, that thank you for being open in this moment and talking about something that I can relate to, but also a lot of people as well when it comes to your mental health and being on top of it and really staying focused, as well as not giving yourself a hard time about it, but like actively seeking not just help, but like constantly being, I guess I said it again, but yes, constantly being on top of it. Because when she mentioned general anxiety and then ADHD, I was like, oh my God. The ADHD thing for me was 2 years ago. That was a recent thing with my therapist. And whenever I like had to go in and I had to do some evaluations. And the other thing was, I forget how they worded it, but it has to do with focused anxiety for me, where there's particular things. It's not everything in life, but there are certain things for me that I will if it's presented to me or if I see it or if it's like it's really hard to explain, but I'm getting like anxious talking about it. Oh my God. But I just can't operate. Like I cannot operate. And it makes me like crumble back. And that actually started happening for me after COVID, after the lockdown and all that kind of stuff. It really hit me hard. So like that's a recent thing for me for those two. And then when she was talking about her journey, I was like, oh my God, like I can feel Dawn. And one thing about it is thank God for therapy. Like that I'm so happy. So happy. Like I found a great therapist and I've been able to get a lot off my chest, but also like certain stuff that has been freaking me out or things I think about way too much. I have somebody who I can like confide in and also can help me guide through those moments so I can overcome it, but also not like push myself down when I allow those moments to like really hit, so yeah, so it's really, and mind you, I'm like in my 30s and just got the ADHD diagnosis. So think about that when you're younger and your parents are pushing you and they're sometimes thinking, no, that's not it. They don't have ADHD. I know the reason why they didn't want to give me that is because my brother had it and they put him on Adderall and he was not the same person. So they were like, no, we're not going to do that with Matt. And I wish they did because you never know how life could have been. But at the same time, people just want to do what's best for you. You just never know. So yeah. Yeah, Steven, it was, I was like, really? This is me, really? I was like, really? All of that? They're like, yeah. And things started making sense for me too. I have OCD when it comes to specific stuff, but it's not like all the time everything. It's for when I go to bed, that's when my OCD takes place. It takes me about an hour and a half to go to sleep. I have to lock every door. I have to go through the windows. I have to make sure everything is closed down. Now that I have the cats, especially, we're doing a lot before we go to sleep. We're doing a lot. And I can't go to bed without doing that. And when I go on vacation, it's going to be very tough for me to go to sleep. I already know for the first day, at least, I have to like ask myself to be relaxed because I'm going to be wanting to lock all the doors in the Airbnb, check the windows, make sure everything's clean so no bugs can get in, do my little walkthrough. Oh, it's annoying. But yes, shout out to Dawn. Really appreciate this open conversation that you have. And I was there for it. Now, when it came to the immunity potion, that honestly really doesn't have any weight at this point in time for me. I thought maybe, but we'll see. Nymphy is asking for it because she feels like she may be in trouble. I don't know if she's also was trying to like psych Jane into just using the or maybe she was nervous about how she performed because, nervous about how she was going to perform because this was prior to that. But baby, I was like, I was like, girl, listen, she needs to think about herself based on rehearsals, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can be a ball of nerves sometimes. Like right now about my trip, like I have anxiety over it. I've been having bad dreams lately about the trip, about missing my flight, about like getting lost in Miami. That was last night. I had a whole dream about getting lost in Miami. And then my other dream was something bad happened to Mamu while I was on my trip. And I'm getting emotional talking about it. But like I thought it was real. Ooh, but I woke up crying this morning. My cats are like right next to me, like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm trying to get out of that headspace because I haven't had a vacation in a minute. So I think I'm like beating myself up about that right now. I've been the one begging for it now. I'm like, I don't know how to handle it. But yes, they talk about voting and how it's important in the multiple reasons behind why voting is important with our rights. So again, like I talked about before, I think it's very important too. And I would definitely take a look not into just who is running for president, but also look into your local offices and where your cities and states are and who is representing you where you live. Now, into the looks for the judges. As a reminder, category for the runway is True Colors. We'll get there in a moment, and I will get that poll up. Let's go ahead and wrap up this poll. I'm actually going to do, you know what? I haven't done this one, and we should. I want to get y'all's opinions. RuPaul tonight, I want to know. Are y'all giving, is RuPaul giving, is she cute, or is this a chop? I know we never do this with Ruzy. I want to do it today because I got to tell you, this outfit took me to different levels. Jamal, you were always going to be fine. Ross, You look like the sherbet that I can get from Baskin and Robbins. And Michelle, I need something on the waist, but it looks like you're a pant leg, to be honest with you. I love you, but you look like a pant leg, no shade, or a sleeve. I kind of live for this. Now, this is one of my only critiques I have when it comes to these looks is sometimes seeing the under mesh flesh looking like material can kind of take me out, but I gotta be real. I don't know, Carmelo. No, I like it for this sort of illusion happening here with the way this is weaved. It's really cool. And I love this wig. And I love this gigantic ass flower. And I think her makeup is eating. This is the only part. This great divide right here is the only issue I have. I hate seeing it so fucking much. But when I saw her just walking, I was like, oh my God. Okay. Like, it's cute. It's one of her better shorter dresses. I still think last week was everything. Last week was top tier RuPaul for me. But this one, I don't know. I was kind of feeling Mama walking out and feeling her shit. I don't know. I was here for it. I just hate this in between, torn in between the nude, because I really wanted to match your skin tone, but it's giving me beige, not fluorescent beige. Oh my God, did I do a LaToya Luckett song? Look at me. Hey, that was LaToya Luckett, right? I'm thinking of the track 2004-ish, when that music was appropriate to all sound the same like that, and every R&B artist had the same music low key. All right, let me be quiet. I would get girls upset, even though a lot of the boy groups and all them people back in the day literally all sounded the exact same with literally the same production. It's as if they all met Babyface in one house and said, produce. Okay, let me stop. Oh, I can't. That's my only issue. Is the dude underneath. Everything else, though, I think it pees. I kind of live and breathe. Yeah, and I like the eye makeup too. I thought Mama looked really good. I love this hair. And so Michelle looks good and I like her and I'm here for it. I remember Blackstreet. Okay. Matt, bring it in. I just didn't care for how it was like standing up. Like she gave me, I jumped into, like I shrunk down and I'm in like a cutoff sleeve of a pant leg or a jacket, a jean jacket. Like that's what this gives. I need something in the middle that I want to do this with Michelle, but I'm sure she feels comfortable. This is not the first time she's given these ankle socks. I don't know what this is about, but yeah, go ahead. But Michelle's still beautiful. It's not my favorite thing I've seen her wear. There we go. It's not my favorite thing I've seen her wear. Ross is obsessed with blending in with the backdrop. God bless him. Go ahead, feminine top. Yes, blouse. Give us more. Let's get into the show, shall we? It's power. You'll never take my power, my power, my power. They feel away. Oh, they feel away. Oh, come on. There's that. Listen, hold on. Let me be quiet before I get, Beyonce's gonna be like, no, you can't sing my song. Speaking of which, hold on. Today is the 9th. 20 days. We're getting a new album. Oh, y'all don't know. I'm losing my grip, and I'm gonna get the album right before going on my trip too. God is good. God is good. Oh goodness. Okay. What are my thoughts on the song? Ba-da-da. And then it stops, and then it's dun 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 dun, like over and over and over and over and over. That's what I felt with this song. And it's not my favorite Leland production. I think it was great in moments, especially with individual parts where we could hear the lyrics and people conveying their messages. So it's not horrible. It just felt like somebody had like a CD player. For those of you who don't know what that is, you may be too young, but it was giving me Casio fucked up equipment tease. It felt like it skipped and went back. I like Leland. They're talented. This wasn't my favorite thing on the planet. What's up to Amy Yonsei Chanel? How you doing, my baby? From Candace Drag Race. I see you in the chat. Thank you, boo. So not the worst, not bad at all to where I'm like, that was horrible. I just sat there and I was like, it feels like they just hit that bump, 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 and we're right back to where we were. There's no change to this at all. It feels like it's going over the same little beat over and over again. So it kind of dragged me a little bit. And I don't know. Let's get into each person's individual performances. Come on, Black Pebbles. Come on, Nine Tail Phoenix. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, baby. And thank you again for the super chat. This song gave... Oh my God, I have to do it. Where is it? I need something to strum. Here we go. Got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. Got me a Cadillac car. I got me a... Bitch, listen. How can they do this to us, Curtis? They could just take our music like that. I know. Calm down. They do it to us all the time. Don't you know? This is how it happens out here in the industry. But we got to take it back. No. Step into the bad side. I'm so mad at you, Niantel. How you going to lead us into that? Because that's low-key. You're going to say it? I mean, that's where we're going. Thank you, baby. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip in my jar, please. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for being here today. Let's keep the motions rolling. Cadillac, shut up. All right, so Dawn. All right. Hi, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. I enjoyed your message. I mean, I'm going to be very honest and say my focus was over here and over here more than I would like to care to share, but it's the truth because they're both fine. But like I was like, okay, this is fun, but that's where my mind went with that in that tone too. This is fun. And I just left it there. Okay. And I got the message like, oh, that's cool. You're right. We should. Go ahead, Dawn. But yes, Carmelo. Slurp. Bitch. I would be like Miss Baba earlier with the guac. I would be like motherfucking morphine, bitch. I can't. But she gave her best. She did what she could. Girl, Mhi'Ya 8. Now, I the one thing, Mhi'Ya, I got to say, if I'm gonna give one critique, when you were spelling vote, I don't know why that E sounded like the struggle of all struggles. VOTE. I was like, but everything else afterwards, I was like, yeah, yes, boom, hitting that choreography, boom, boom. I said, okay. It's giving me, in this outfit gave me, you about to do a Nicki number. The dun. Like, did quite well. I just love anybody that can do a stunt on the beat. I have a big thing about that. If you can do your back handspring or a backflip or a split and it's on beat, like literally when you hit the stunt, it hits the mark. Oh, it just feels so good because that means that your mind was working 10 steps ahead and you had your full layout ready to go. I have so much credit and commendability for anybody that does that, whether it's choreography or freestyling. Okay. That means you were ready to go. You know the song, you got the music, you already have your steps in place. I know what I want to do. I love it. I love it. I'm very good at freestyling when it comes to the song because, bitch, if I know that music, oh, it's over for you. Over. I know the words. Let's do it. Now, listen, Plain Jane's wig looks really good on here. Plain Jane's wig looks really good on Morphine, doesn't it? Jane, don't get mad. It kind of looked better on Morphine, especially with this outfit. No shade, sister. Like, you're beautiful because you know you're beautiful, sister. But her wig, this wig on this outfit, oh yeah. I was like, okay, she's pretty. Morphine, you did good, baby. I was proud of you. I was like, okay, bitch. Like, Mama was putting a lot into her performance. I definitely didn't feel like she was sort of phoning it in or she was counting steps. Mama was like, no, I'm running the show. This is mine. I want this so bad. Michael, I have a question. Why Morphine never pad or cinch? Well, when you got a BBL girl, do you have to? Yes, you do. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Hit the like button if you would. Comment, please. And if you want to drop it to people in my jar, please and thank you. PayPal.me/rants. Cash out Simon Rants and Venmo and it is Rants. Maddie, don't start. I didn't say anything. I didn't say not one word. Nothing came out of my mouth. Nothing. Nothing did. I didn't say anything. What do you mean? You saw a disclaimer talking about. Either way, you could tell Morphine and Mhi'Ya were chewing Dawn here in this group segment, but Dawn was still keeping up with the rhythm and choreography. They certainly did a lot better than how I am going to have a conversation about UK versus the world. Oh my God. Please prepare yourself for Monday. And if you're going to watch the edited video on Thursday, that's going to be, I think, even better. I am going to catch every time and we are going to talk about it. I was counting every person who was off beat. I was doing a strike counter, bitch, when I watched it recently. Girl, I was cackling. There is only 2 people who never miss a step. 2. That, yes, like I will go in. Everybody was off at one point or another except for 2 people. I was gagged. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But it was funny because they had to create their own choreography. So that made it funnier. Like you were asking them to do a musical that's 7 with them making their own lyrics and they have to do their own choreography. What in the nonsensical hell is going on here? I love it. But no, Marina definitely, oh my God. That's my bitch. I love Marina, but like, baby. Also, I have to give it to Tia too. That redemption outfit was gag. I was like, oh, that looks so much better. That is this is what we want to see. Like it was. I have to give it though. The right decision was made. We'll talk about it. Let's get to the next 2 girls. Mhi'Ya, you're a liar. Let me find out you're a Libra. Mhi'Ya, you bullshit bitch. Like, are you for real? Are you serious, banana lady? Oh, I'm so worried this week. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Everything that's going on in this competition. Oh, my brain, it hurts so much. Girl, you went out there and threw that pissy wig around and gave me life. I hate this color hair. And I was living for you. Living. Mama was swinging that little hair around, Miss Sister. I just need her to stop talking like she ain't good at nothing. I'm getting sick of that. Please slap that peen on the table or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to have or whatever you want to be down the bitch. Please slap something on the table. A banana. You don't even have to peel it. I'm gonna need you to start talking your shit. I love you're a shy girl. I do. I appreciate that, baby. But like, you give on the majority of your challenges. Also, did anyone else notice that some of the choreography that they were given, only a few of them did the exact choreography that Jamal Sims told them? The rest of them had to change certain things up. For example, when Morphine came out and she was supposed to give us that little back and forth with the head, we didn't see that because she was solid up here and so were the dancers. None of them did it. They just did this. I said, oh, so you just took that part out. So you made us sit through that choreography and watch someone fail so we could actually see something completely different happen here. Yeah, Q's part, we only saw that one instance of what she was doing for her choreo. There was no choreo for her routine except for that swivel. We'll get there in a second. I ain't never laughed that hard in my life. Do you hear me? Let's get to it. Jane, though, let me talk about Miss Jane. Nymphy, I thought you peed, sister. You was peeling. You were appealing. Stupid. Jane, I love the outfit. I hated the gold shoes with it. The outfit was hot. I kind of want this in that color. The color's gorgeous. I love that color. I use it often in Roller Coaster Tycoon for my coaster making. But like those gold shoes, burn them. Or at least wear them for something else. Not for this. I don't know why I was distracted by the gold shoe. I hated it. Jane knew the choreography. Problem is that there were times Jane didn't go through with every movement. There were a few moments Mama was stiff. Now, when she bent over, I mean, that was comfortable for her. She knows what's happening there. But there were times I was watching her and I'm like, she needed to move a little bit harder. She needed to go a little bit, commit to the movement. Some of it wasn't happening. So I will agree. And I know, Jane, you were like, Michelle, what the fuck you talking about? I got to agree with Michelle with this one. There was some trepidation in your movements, and that's where that stiffness came from that they're referring to. Some of the stuff you were like, other things you were more comfortable with. Don't do that, Nash. That's a lie too. They bet the same person. No, that's not true. That's not true. Plain Jane hasn't been sentenced, gone to court and hasn't been sued for her earrings. And then settled it out of court. Actually, Erica had a good year on Housewives this year. I'm going to leave her alone. I'm not going to forget, but she had a good year this year. She was very tolerable and enjoyable without Lisa Rinna there. So I'm going to say that. I do not like Lisa Rinna. And I don't like Dorit. Dorit looks good. I don't like Dorit. But she looks good. I just don't like Dorit. Can't do it. Okay, she won them earrings, girl. I said, that was so important. Let me be quiet. Oh, you're about to pull me into the housewives bullshit. This is why I don't do this with Chris, because I will start talking. I don't like to read. And people who don't catch things that like defend her on the internet, especially my trash pandas, I'd be like, gets annoying. No, Kyle is the, I'm not talking about housewives, but Plain Jane's making me. Kyle is, she makes me I'm so frustrated with her. I know she's mad. Shout out to Alexander Rogers, because Alexander Rogers was literally on the Housewives reunion special. They showed a clip from him from BravoCon because, I mean, he made Kyle like kind of get upset at BravoCon because, Alex is going to ask the real questions. But like, Kyle is so about, I need to know your business. And if you don't tell me, you're not my real friend, but you can't know my business, because if you know my business, you're not my real friend. That's my, we got to stick to Drag Race, but that's just my thoughts on her. It's so odd. Like, you want everybody else's tea and then you'll use that against them later. But like, if anybody knows about you, clocks your shit, oh my God, victim. How dare you? Oh, you're attacking me. Then you get together with other women who have issues with that other woman. And then you start to build this sort of like bond over your distrust. And then y'all never mind. Let me be quiet. Kyle is Kathy. I think that's why she doesn't like Kathy. And I like Kathy, but Kathy kind of owns her shit, but she has a little bit more power to run away with her rocks, if you know what I mean. A little bit more money to run away with her rocks. Okay, my bad. Let's get back to Drag Race. Play Jade. You knew the choreography. There were a few moments where I was like, I don't think so. Very that. I like Sutton and I like Garcelle. I do know Sutton has said some things that made me go like this before. And Garcelle also has moments where I'm like, now you could have clapped way harder back on these girls. But shout out to Camille. I do like Camille on the show as well. Camille Grammer. Oh, okay. Okay. Moving forward here. Yeah, I thought this part Mhi'Ya just was doing the do. Thought she was giving Jane the work. And I said, oh, she might use this immunity potion to keep Mhi'Ya out of the top. Possibly. I have to stand up for this part. Can I please do this part? Can I please do this part with y'all? Oh my God, I gotta stand up and do it. I have to stand up and do it. I have never laughed so hard in my life. I want to stand up. I want to do this. Hold on. Let me stand up real quick. Let me get the camera up. Let's move it up here, y'all. Listen, I'm about to do physical work. Where my tippy poos at, babies? I'm just saying, Maddie's about to do stunts. Cause bitch, hold on. We got to talk about this. We have to talk about it. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me not break everything. Okay. All right. Are we balanced? Okay, we're balanced. Okay, we're good. All right. Hi. We're standing up. Yo. Now imagine you got Plain Jane and you got Mhi'Ya. What? Ow. I mean, I'm more doing Saphira and Mhi'Ya right now, but it's to the beat. We get to Q. Are you ready for me? And then it's, hey. Then she goes over to the other guy. What's up? Oh, I'm gonna walk over here. Hey, yeah. Then we get the hips. Oh my God, bitch. She said. I can't. God help me, please. Oh my God, Jesus, there, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Whoa! I have never in my life cackled so hard at the beginning of someone's whole entire. I couldn't even focus, baby. This. Oh, I love you, Q. Please don't be mad at me for this. I am so sorry for laughing, but bitch, when I tell you, I've never seen someone rotate stiffly. It was like metal and wood trying to come together and create like its ultimate like wheel. Like like some caveman discovered fire for the first day, and this move was done right afterwards. Like what is going on? It was so good though. Like, I mean, it wasn't good, but it was good. No, it wasn't good, but it was. Well, God, I want to go to heaven. Can we not like? It was like a progressive commercial, bitch. The joke wasn't that funny. Like, what? Okay, let's get on to it. Baby girl got up here and they definitely had a different vocal, which was a lot better than what we heard at the session with Leland, okay? I gotta look at this outfit because she was happy they liked this. Look like a pimp named Annie. Like, what's going on? Like, I have so many questions for this wig. I really want to pull this wig into a room and like ask serious questions. I want to ask a lot of questions to this wig. Why do you say funk? Or is it the bangs? Is it the chop? I can see the leopard with the red and all that down. I can catch that. It's the wig for me. You know, my God. Who said Lord Farquaad? Like if it was a Wayne's Brothers movie? I just realized that's Anna Faris from Scary Movie giving this performance right now. This is what it is. Brenda! Like that's what's happening right now. She's screaming for Brenda. That's currently, oh, Sydney, get us, Sydney. Like God bless her. God bless her. God bless her. I love you, Q. Love you down. Hell no. Burn through the ground. Tori spell. You know what, Omar? We're still in scary movie territory. Tori spelling. I will receive this. I receive Tori spelling. I do. And like before and after kids Tori spelling too. No shade, a little bit. God, what's happened to Tori? I haven't really tried to pay attention to her. I just notice her every time her face pops up into a camera frame. I'm like, whoa, that's Tori. Whoa, all right. It's a long one. You know, it's a one of those like candy peanuts. Every time I see Tori, I'm like, damn, okay. My goodness. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The marshmallow peanuts. That's the shape of her face. God bless her. Nash, thank you so much for the 10 people on Cash App. I appreciate you, baby. And Mo to the, hey, Monica, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you for the dance breaks, LOL. Thank you. I thought I threw a lot into that. That was a fun moment for me. Imagine me doing that for the green screen. I'm just going to let you know right now, the edited review on Thursday is going to be kind of like that, but instead of it being these small shots of me live, it'll be a very chaotic edit of let me do Q's dance. I think I might just do everyone's dance. Claudia, it's okay. I'm sorry, boo. It's okay. We're starting edited videos Thursday. So we'll be doing lives and edited reviews as well on this channel. So the algorithm will probably like me then. But yes. Please, should I do that for the video? Oh my God. I think that'd be a great idea for the edited video. I'm like, let's do everyone's dance. Oh my God, because they all, I can do it for UK versus the world and season 16. Oh, let me get on my dance gear for the video. Oh my God, that's going to be funny. Okay, good idea. Good idea, Matt. Let's be like, okay, so let's go over how everyone did their dance moves, starting with okay, I gotta get my green screen out, make sure I'm stretched. I have to film it on the other wall so I have space so I can like get the whole frame and I'll just insert me and I have my drag wigs. Yeah, I'll just change my hair up for certain people, do the drag wigs for the others. Yes. And I'll like do the background shot and then just me in the middle of it, like doing their okay, that's it. That's it. I have a lot of studying to do this weekend. This will be fun. Oh, Q, we have to thank Q for that. Q inspired that moment. Shout out to Q, bitch. I mean, come on. I needed that. Give me some inspiration. Not blanket. Blanket wants to play. Not you're saying that's the Michael Jackson from South Park. Oh, that was a sad episode. It was. Okay, Saphira ate, chewed, spit, swallowed, consumed, gave birth, mothered, grieved, rested. Like from the beginning of this, like literally, like the way she came in, like, all right, kids, listen up, like, focus, ate it up, all choreography done perfectly. The emote game on my Libra sister is nasty. Do you understand me? Ain't nobody clocking a mug game when it comes to a lip sync like Saphira. I saw Morphine do very well this week, which I said, okay, I see the emote game for another bitch too. But like, isn't it crazy how they incorporated James Brown into this routine with that stunt they did towards the end of it? And she did James Brown for Snatch Game. But then we got Meghan Trainor for a lip sync song. And I saw the girls. Well, Matt, she did a song called Funk. You can tell me that lady's category is FUNK all you want to. Honey, I'm not here for that segregation soda pop music. No shade. If I want to listen to some Chitlin Circuit music, I listen to the actual Chitlin Circuit. Matthew. Pull it in. Because people like that lady and don't talk about their favorites now with her gay husband. Excuse me. Nope, we're not doing that. That's why they hate you on Reddit, sister. I know. Just a little bit. I will watch Jamie Foxx in fucking Ray again because for me, that lady makes music for malls and shopping centers. Like, no shade. Anywho, I thought Saphira chewed. I enjoyed it. A lot of y'all don't even know what the Chitlin Circuit music is. Shout out to those of you who are Googling it right now, so you know my references are very on point. Mama went from that spin and clocked on up here. Claudia, I almost said a slur. You're like, who hates you on Reddit? I almost said it was about to effortlessly come out of my mouth too. It was about to be like just wow. Who hates you on their face? It was about to just blah. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Sorry. It was gonna be that and the C word too. I was ready. I was like, ooh, let me catch myself. This is an Instagram live. I thought, listen, for what it's worth, I think this was a cool idea. The concept was it was fun. I think sometimes when they did the mixes, when people were jumping in and like introducing it, the reset game was a little too much for me as a viewer. Because it's like, okay, here come these three. And mind you, when Dawn was done with her part, it's Mhi'Ya, and then da-da-da-da-da, ooh, it's Morphine. Then all of a sudden we're da-da-da-da, ooh, it's Mhi'Ya, da-da-da-da, ooh, it's Jane, da-da-da-da, ooh, it's Q, da-da-da-da, ooh, it's Q. And then, da-da-da-da. So that part drove me, being real. Other than that, I think it was fine. I just wish I have one critique with production here. Something about the way the lights were moving across everybody so much destroyed the visual a little bit of seeing everybody at the same time partake. Like, I know that was supposed to be extra and it gives this big wow factor. Some of the stage lights that were separately going in and through it, it was like, I'm watching it blinded, can't see anything, watching it blinded, can't see anything, watching it blinded. Okay, we're on the next part. In the future, I want them to have a little bit more of the focus where it just, the lights instead go from up and then to a center point versus it being like, it just, I can't see. It happened a couple of times. And that also goes down in the runway whenever they're like, up first, and then they say someone's name, the lights behind them, whoosh, that's not how her outfit looks. That light changes damn near the color of the look. Like, stop doing that. Like, hit the light when they start to leave, and then we see them walking away, so it adds a little bit extra. Those are just my notes for that. Let me be quiet, though. What do I know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Q wasn't doing well at choreo at all. If we're gonna talk about the group number, if we're gonna just speak on the group itself, I'll tell you who was fucking up Q. Plasma. Dawn. Oh my God. Not me. See me wanting Plasma to still be there. Dawn and Jane were just doing work. They were fine. A little stiff over in the corners, but they were next to each other. So those sauces blended together. Okay. Horseradish mayonnaise blended together, right? The problem is you put Q in between Mhi'Ya and Saphira, and she's red. We can see anger from inside out sitting over here, not happy with Riley's emotions this week, like at all. What are they going to do? Here comes sadness again. Like, like that was the problem I had with why we could see, oh, clearly girl don't know what she's doing, because Mama was swaying on the opposite ends of everybody else. Everybody doing left, right. She right, left, looking just like Gothy as had, but at least Q was trying. I'm going to give her that. Q was trying, though. It's not like she sat there and was, oh my God, so stupid. No, she tried, though. And I have to give Q that credit, because it could have been much different. But yeah, Saphira was running the show for me. I was very much here for it. Overall, it was a cool experience. I think it was a great number. I love the message behind it. There are a couple of things I would change. Like, see how the lighting is right now with the red strips behind in this shot? This is perfect. There's nothing hitting the stage so that they can be blind. We can't see them. It's perfect. That blue from the up top with the red in the back. Perfect. But we want to get into the category that is true colors. It's really the rainbow, if you really want to talk about the Roy G. Biv for the girls, okay? I like this category. I thought it was cute. It can be interpreted in multiple fashions because it's really just about the color. We're going to wrap that poll up about RuPaul and the look that she gave for the runway. 44% of you said she's cute. 38% of you said she's giving. That's me. I'm in the 38%. And 17% of you have chopped that look. We are now about to get into the true colors category and discuss each one of these queens. Once again, I want to encourage you to check out my disclaimer and recognize that this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Rants and program participants are their personal opinions, or I'm trying to type and talk at the same time, or so their personal opinions, and do not reflect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the individuals or shows mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude about it. And grab your libations and strap in, because Maddie is a talker and he may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable about viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. Drop a like. I'd appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me refresh my screen real quick, see how many likes we got so far. 152. Oh my God, thank you. 368 of you here. Hi. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up. Get in the comment section if you will. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, thank you. He's poor. He's trying to go on a vacation. He's got 2 kids. Okay? Low key. Trying to pay the babysitter. Facebook.me/Rants. Catch up with Rants and Bim Rants. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I hope you're having a good one. If you're having a bad day, I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And if we need to still get you out that bad day, I will continue to work my best, my hardest. I'm going to stick something in something that is appropriate. That doesn't sound appropriate. Okay. The panel is tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Y'all know that's when I get my friends together. We go over this episode together. I am going to include a little bit of UK versus the world. I have to this week. I have to. Along with some of the hot topics I talked about this week, including RuPaul's new memoir that I have available here, as well as a couple other things that took place today. Also, some good news from one of our panel members getting an awesome opportunity on a docuseries that's coming out. So continuing on here, Mhi'Ya Iman LePage. Oh, honey, Piece of Cake's colors, purple. Purple. I would have chose purple. Down. Indigo, purple. Yeah, that would have been me for sure. Maybe red. Like I know I look good in red, but yeah. Purple. Ooh, I would have wanted purple very badly. What shade of purple? Lavender looks good on me with my, the light skin or whatever, but like something about a rich rich, rich purple, I think would just give me what I need to give. And if I did this, I would do like for this category, I would want almost like a princess cut dress in reference for this. Like, yeah, like a lavender, like bottom, beautiful princess cut dress. And I would have bits of indigo pulled through it because it's still, I want to get purple, but like mix it through. You know what I mean? Like, and I'd have like lavender flowers on it and all that kind of shit. Yeah, like I would want to do something like that where I would look like a flower princess, but it would be very into the purple. Is where my mind would go with this. I love flowers. I love flowers. Oh my god, so beautiful. But talking about beautiful, my Iman LePage. Listen, sister was at Roscoe's this past week, and she talked about how unfortunately a designer effed her over prior to going to the in the competition, right? And 5 outfits they were depending on them for that they were supposed to have, and literally 2 hours prior to leaving, like the designer is not pick up the phone, even confirmed that when they got where they were supposed to go, like production was giving them the opportunity to have the clothes mailed to her and they still wouldn't come through. I thought that was really fucked up. And so, yeah, I saw that with, shout out to Malaysia. But Malaysia even had said mind you, that's crazy because I'm thinking like Malaysia was at DragCon when this happened, where she's like, bitch, if I was there, I could have helped you. And I'm thinking I'm at DragCon the same time Malaysia was. That's when they were literally going to start season 16. Isn't that madness? Isn't that crazy? Like when you think of time frames and all of us are gathered in one area and RuPaul's over there with her 20-track playlist before she DJs for that hour, pumping her fists up and all that kind of jazz. And they're already setting up to go for the next show. Isn't that nuts? Like that is insanity. I guess if I don't show up to DragCon, you know what happened. Would that be the ultimate tell? Uh-oh. I think that might be the ultimate tell if I didn't show up to DragCon one year, because I've gone every year since 2019. Maddie's not here this year. Oh my god. He didn't post anything. Oh my god. I think that's probably why they would never cast me, because y'all would be too quick to know that something's amiss. Something's amiss. To Mhi'Ya, I thought this was a beautiful look. Personally, it's a beautiful dress. It fits very well. I like the hair on you. The makeup up top, I think is interesting. I don't know if it's like, to me, I'm fine with it. I would have chose a different blend for the face, but I still like it though. But I think for me, I was really focused on this beautiful dress. We've seen this kind of dress before, but it's still beautifully done. It's funny because Mhi'Ya and Morphine reminded me of each other today with their beautiful dresses and the feathers at the bottom of it with the same kind of cut, low key. They both were eating, in my opinion. I think red looks really good on Mhi'Ya. I thought she looked good today. I would have done something just a little different up here. That's just me. But as I'm learning to do my face. But I think the wig is wigging. I love this wig on her, and I love this dress. So I'm going to say it's giving for me. I like this. I did. I liked it for me. I just would have changed this one thing up right here. That's all. But she looked pretty, and I thought she was serving this very well. Right, had a little tail feather on the back. I thought it was cute, cute, cute. Let's go ahead and move on from Mhi'Ya. Love you, Mai. I was trying to see Mhi'Ya low-key, and I'm giving this away, but one of my reasons for going to Miami too, not only to spend time and go on vacation, is I want to go to Palace Bar, because I've done most of the Hamburger Marys I've ever been to, and I like going to spots that are very quintessential with a lot of drag experiences that are local, like Palace Bar being in Miami. So I wanted to go there. I got the reservations already, but when I was talking to Mhi'Ya online today on Twitter, on X, I was like, I hope you're in Miami, because she followed me back. I was like, yay. But I was like, I hope you're in Miami the week I'm going to be there. Because she was laughing at my video or my post. And she said, no, I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale. And it was the week after. So I was like, oh, well, no, I'm going to be there the week before. I'm going to Palace Bar. She's like, I'm no longer working there since December. Bitch. I wanted to scream. I'm still going and I'm still going to have a good time. I'm supporting all the babies and the dolls that are going to be working there. Bet. But one of the things I thought I was going to like, like I was like, oh, I was like, baby, I'm gonna see her. Yeah, she is on tour right now. I don't know if she came to Houston and I missed her. Plain Jane was here Friday. She was here yesterday. Unfortunately, the Queens loved Mistress. Hey, bitch, love you, but you piss me off, girl, when you be booking these shows for Friday nights. And I'm like, damn, I have to be here to film and do my stuff for my shit. And I can't go to the the shows or whatever. So hated that. I would have gone to see Plain Jane. It was her, Gia Gunn, and Mistress that were out here this weekend. Mm-hmm. Okay, did I close the vote? We need to get on. Come on, Maddie. They're like, you've been talking for a while, but you've been making good time, brother. She's cute for 54%. 39% of y'all said giving, and 5% of you chopped it. Okay. But Maya, we like this look. It's cute. Bananas and pajamas are coming down the stairs. Yes, I actually am aware of Gemini films because, this is why when I made the comment about how is Plain Jane going to call that stocking cap, wave cap a beanie. And I thought about it. I'm like, she's been on a Gemini films program that does a lot of like Black gay sort of like oriented content. And then the show she was on, that was the reality show, had multiple choice of people of different backgrounds that were on there. So for the girls online that said that Jane don't know Black people, I'm like, she knows them. Don't do that. I don't know if she friends with them. Jane, I don't know you like that, bitch, unless you want to get her to drink one of these days and we really talk. But like, I was like, I don't know, y'all. I was like, y'all need to leave that alone. It's getting a little ridiculous. It's getting a little ridiculous. The beanie part did throw me off. I'm like, she ain't got no hood for saying some shit like that, girl. Beanie. What? Where'd you see a beanie for? A beanie? All right, let's talk about some Mhi'Ya Wind. If Chris comes on tomorrow for the panel, I have this ultimate feeling that Chris is going to ask, can I ask a question? Is it wrong of me? Are we over the banana shtick? He's asked this before. I feel like he's going to do it again. If he does, I'm not going to be mad at him for it, but it's her brand. It's what she wants to do. At least it's not ugly. This is not ugly. It's like if this was a chop, I'd chop her. This looks good. I'm just happy she referenced Josephine Baker and said it. Because I was like thinking to myself, like, if she doesn't say that lady's name, I'm going to be hot. If she gets up there and she talks about these are the bananas from the bananas, potassium, bananas, and not one Josephine Baker reference was made, I was going to be evil. So when she made that, I was brought back in and I let it go. And I said, this is everything. I'm saying giving. I know y'all are sick of the bananas. Sometimes we need that potassium. I'm just glad she said it. When she said Josephine Baker, I said, oh, okay. I'm fine. She said Josephine Baker, but I got more Chiquita lady. But listen, Ninetail, you're seeing the Chiquita lady up top. You're seeing it from the headpiece. From the skirt down, like when the skirt is with the banana bra top, that's very Josephine. Johnny, Lord have mercy. Okay. Hooker. Okay, wait a minute. Bump. I am telling my age with these songs right now. My God. I cannot do this today. I cannot. I thought it was interesting. I mean, also the category is true colors. So she did yellow. I do agree that if she did a different color, that would have been a gag. Everyone's like, she did 2 banana outfits in the same episode. I mean, I received this. Y'all must have hated her in Untucked. Ooh, y'all must have hated her in Untucked. That lady had a Sharpie ready to go and gave names. Ooh, you must have hated her in Untucked. Ooh. Someone said, I want her to... Mhi'Ya Wind is low-key a Mario Kart character, and every time she picks up one of those question boxes, it's bananas. And I said that. Who's the someone? Me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They stole my joke. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like, yes, Nymphia is literally driving like a Mario Raceway right now, and she's about to hit the question box, and all of a sudden 3 bananas are going to pop up. Bing, 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 bing. She wants no red shells. She wants no green shells. She wants none of the sorts. I want bananas. No one's made that joke. I've noticed that no one's really clocked that. Like, I thank you. That was me. If anyone does it, they stole it from me. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, whatever. Jokes are fun. Moving forward with this, I still say this gives. I do like this a lot. I think it's very well executed. I thought she was pretty. I do know people are a little tired of the shtick, but I like bananas. I especially love his strawberry banana smoothie. I especially am going to love strawberry banana smoothies when I can drink one again come April 4th, because I have not had any sugar. When did I start this diet? Last month in February? Like in the middle of February? Hold on, I had to put a date in. Yeah, like in the middle of February, in the middle of the month. Oh my God. Banana pudding. Oh. 3 weeks. Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. I stopped counting because when I was counting, it was starting to make me crazy. And I started to I was overthinking it, like saying the number over and over in my head. How are you keeping your smile without sugar? It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. Like even my Activia, I'm doing like the one that has like no sugar in it, which tastes so fucking weird. I'm sorry to swear like that, but it does. Yogurt without sugar is a different category. It's a weird feeling. Like, what is this? I don't know what I'm tasting. Ugh, disgusting. The Chobani zero sugar one I had. Ugh. Ugh. God. Yeah, so once April comes, I'm gonna get back to drinking certain things, but I'm also gonna still be like very aware, because I was almost pre-diabetic again. I don't want that feeling again. That was scary. And the stomach pains that were happening too. It always felt like I wanted to throw up. I didn't like that feeling. Smoothie King Angel Food, no sugar with almond milk. She giving? Because almond milk to me always looks like someone sneezed. Nut milk. Nuts. Yeah, almond milk always makes me want to go, oh my God, are you okay? Like, do you need a tissue? I'm sorry, it does. That's so nasty. Claudia, gross. Gross. No, I can have milk. That's one thing about it. I can still drink milk now. It's just, I don't know. Almond milk. I don't know. I'll try it though. Thank you for the option. I'll try almond milk in a smoothie and see what the difference is. Yeah. I don't like sour cream. I'm weird though. Y'all don't pay attention with me with food. I was raised Seventh-day Adventist. I don't even eat pork or shellfish or like any sort of like fish that is a scavenger. Like, do not take my taste buds. Don't take them seriously. I'm very picky. Okay, so let's take a look at the poll. 47% of you said she's cute, 45% of you said it's giving, and 7% of you chopped. Nymphia win, and 152 votes were given today. Thank you so much for participating. I appreciate it. Hiccups. Oh. Plain Jane is next. Her color was green. You wouldn't be able to tell from the screenshot because it's not a lot of green there, but let's get to this outfit. Is it giving? Is she cute? Or is it a job? Let me get a better, I want a full shot here. Let me get a full shot. My least favorite outfit from her this season was her Rapunzel look. This is my second least favorite. I still think her shape is right with God. Her shape looks good. The shape is right. I want there to be more emphasis in the green. To me, I get Nude Illusion with green on it, green on it, green on it, green with Nude Illusion, green with Nude Illusion, green with Nude Illusion, green. Like that's from top to bottom. It's Nude Illusion, Nude Illusion, Nude Illusion with green on it, Nude Illusion with green, Nude Illusion, green, Nude Illusion, green, green. It's a lot of that on top for me. Whereas when I think about Mhi'Ya's look with the red was powy. It was rich. It was chewing up a little bit. I love how this is put together though. Like probably if I saw this in person, I'd be like, wow, this is a beautiful dress. Like in person. On the stage right now, that nude was eating her up a tad bit for me, and the green wasn't the star of the show. It does look good though. The green looks good. The green looks good. It's just that I'm anytime it was like a close-up shot, I was like, that's not the star of the show. I think her face is beautiful. Mama likes a smaller wig than I'm normally like living for, but I think it works for playing in a way. And yes, in mug is woppy. I like the shape. I'm gonna say she's cute today. I can't chop her. I can't chop her. The only thing I'm gonna chop today is that bra that Q wore. That really pitiful ass bra that she wore. Girl, that was awful. But do you think Plane and Mhi'Ya are dating or something? Is social media doing that? I'll do it for you, Maddie. Shut up. You know what? I want Q's hat so bad, y'all. When we get there, I want that hat so fucking bad. I'm gonna chop that bra, but that hat, mama. Oh, oh. That bra may have been a piece of shit, but that hat was glorious. We'll get there in a second here. Plain, I think it's all right. I think this isn't one of your best dresses, and you know that. I think you do look good in a sense, and you're also fitted for the gods. I live. Ooh, Carmela, please. Carmela, please. Barbara, please. No, Carmela, please. I want that hat so bad. That hat is nasty. Bitch. Oh, I can see me walking in it too and performing. Oh, I would perform That's the Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson in that hat. I'd have a whole entire fitted ass dress on. See, that's why I didn't. Oh, we got to get to Q. We got to get to Q because I would have done things differently, but I still love some things that was presented here. Let me close this. Oh my God, I have notes. Let's close this out. Jane, everyone said she's cute, 54% at least, and then 27% of you chopped it with 18% giving. Hey, y'all, thanks for tuning in. It's your boy, Maddie Rants. I've been talking for 2 hours and 7 minutes, which actually, this is on schedule for me to not have a 3-hour video. Haha. You know I'm probably lying, but we'll see. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. If you tune in and you're like, oh, this guy still does lives, Thursdays will be edited videos. They will be chaotic. You were warned. You want it edited? Okay, good. I'm going to make it like some old school Nickelodeon dumb shit. Really bad cutaways. Really corny fade outs. Sound effects that don't belong anymore. I'm taking you back in time to bullshit. And that's what I'm going to try to do if my computer allows me. But I do have a hard drive now, so game on. Game on. I had to get an extra hard drive. Game on. It should be fun. We'll see. I'm just going to wait for my neighbor not to be here and try to keep the cats out of the shots. But I have a feeling the cats are going to be a part of the equation because I'll be standing up for the review. I have to stop telling you what it's going to be. Oh my God. Okay, be quiet. All right, next. In. I've been looking for the last week for really, really stupid like background music, and I'm trying to find one that's kind of gay, and it's not working out. So we'll see. But I'm looking for that copyright-free music, and I'm looking for a specific sound. I have the cat video music ready to go because the cat video music is really cute. It kind of describes Mama and Mina, so it makes sense to me. Saphira. Hey, Saphira. I'm going to see you soon. I already know. Hey, sister. Is Saphira giving? Because, the Bridgerton girls shouldn't be mad at all at this outfit. At all. I just like that Saphira gives grand drag. And not grandmother for the girls that are ageist, but grand drag. Very, very big. It's never like something small and unmemorable. It's always something big and grand and just high drag. I'm inspired. Again, shout out to everybody a part of Saphira's team. Y'all have packed some of the most grand outfits, okay, that we have seen for this show, and they have made it in. I don't know what them boxes look like. Saphira, how much you pay? Did you fly Southwest there? I don't know how you would have done American Airlines with how many luggage bags they lose. Please, Barbara, please. I know you didn't fly Spirit because you grand. I'm sorry, no shade to my Spirit flyers. I know that's a cheap ticket, girl, but any airlines that sells ramen noodles for fucking $7 on a flight, I refuse to be a part of. Do you know how bad a cup of noodles smells in a small enclosed space? Horrible. All that sodium in the air. It's like high blood pressure for all. No, thank you. Back to the grandeur of it all. Saphira, this blue looks so good on you. It looks so good on you. It does. It's perfect. I think the makeup is absolutely gorgeous. That wig is to heaven. I know Teresa was talking about her Marge Simpson wig, but I think if we were to measure, I think Saphira got her in the height department here. Ooh, hot dog water. Ew. Y'all don't know that smell? Baby, you do not. That is an awful smell. Old hot dog water. Woof. Woo! Different kinds of meat juice been just stewing. No, thank you. That eye makeup is everything. Look at that. Look at that eye makeup. The cheek. The lip. Oh my God, Dawn, am I the only one who drinks Venus sausage water out of the can? Ah! Okay. We're going to have a brother to brother moment here, Dawn. Okay, so I would never drink the juice, but I was addicted to them because we couldn't have the ones that were mixed with pork. My mom would have to get the turkey ones or the chicken ones only, the ones that are red, not the blue packet ones. I think they were red. But we had to get those, right? So I would remember it being late at night and I'm trying to get a snack. And I don't want my mom to hear me. And I get like some crackers and like some slices of cheese. And then I'd take the Vienna sausages and I'd have to like drain them in the sink. But like I'd have it to hold it so close because that smell all over the house. So you got to like get the juice out, all that oil. Because that was oil, babe. That was not water. That was oil. That was not water. Okay. And then you're getting the sausages out. I would pat them down, baby. Because I was like, I don't want none of that wet shit on there. Okay. And I used to chop them up into little pieces and make little sandwiches. Shout out to my Vienna sausage babies. Oh my God. That is so funny. Like, I can't relate to the spam girls, never had it. But Venus sausages, oh yes, been there, done that. Been there. They're good though. If you get them right, like they're good. To be honest with you, I would live. Yeah, the chicken would slurp. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. We used to do struggle meals all the time. Come on now. Like, maybe some Venus sausages. Get you where you want to go. Okay, look. If you chop this, we have to talk, okay? Because I don't know what's happening with you. But no, okay? No. I could smell the scoffoliant. Oh, love you, baby. I'm sorry. I'm giving y'all visual scratch and sniff live today. Poor people. My bad, babies. Y'all can smell the sodium in the air, can't you? This is what happens when we went from a plain Jane, plain, a Spirit flight, and we said Saphira would never to talking about things that are cheap. I can't. There were mistakes, Maddie. Redo the poll. No, they could, if someone voted chop and they still have it up, they can literally take back their vote. So that's on them. But no, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. So we're not going to do that. Remember, girls, we're not biased. Whatever. I live for Saphira. Next. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. End this poll, if you will. I'm going to end it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click. So 92% of you are saying this is giving. 6% of you said she's cute. And that one person that will not speak up, because I know it was only one of you. It's 1%. 1%. Look at the votes. There's 153 votes. If I were to be like Siri, no, don't say their name because things happen. I'm like, oh my God, Matt, don't say their name. Because it's gonna wait. Okay, check my all right, so let's do this. 153 times 0.01. So only one of you. 1.5. We're not rounding that up. We're not rounding that up. Yeah, who else does their percentages with multiplication? Shout out to all my people. That was how I learned percentages through multiplications. Like you take the number that you have and then you do the decimal, then you carry it over, then you press. That was how I learned to easily reach it, especially when I used to work at Walmart and someone's trying to argue with me about taxes. I'm like, girl, I hated working at Walmart. It was the worst job I ever had. That's a lie. It's one of the worst jobs I ever had. Hate that job. Ugh. I also did the most physical labor there because I was working as one of the guys that was unloading the trucks. Can you believe it? Maddie was doing the manual labors. Oh my gosh. I was dating Trade at the time too, so whatever. Anywho, Saphira was everything. Jonathan. Let's talk about Dawn. Giving you Baba Black Sheep or Baba Blue Sheep, if you will, a sleep paralysis monster or good time dream, someone to help you go to bed. I thought I was playing a game on Sega Saturn. Yeah, Sega Saturn. What's it called? Knights? Dawn was giving me that kind of tease. Y'all know what game I'm talking about? With the jesters that were flying in the air and shit. You didn't know what was happening. The game was confusing a little bit, going through different dream worlds. That's what I was getting from this. It was Knights Down. That's what I received it as such. So I didn't chop this. I liked it, girl. Now I would have gave a different shoe. The shoe kind of threw me off a tad bit, but I thought the construction with this was kind of cute. Interesting. Nights into Dreams, Pokemon Evolution. You know, Dawn is, geek coded. So I see it. Shout out to everybody that knows about Nights. I love you too. I see you. You feel me? I feel you. Shout out to you because I know that feeling, especially when we bring up nostalgic stuff and you're like, you know what? I would also take Glowworm, that toy from the 80s too. I used to have one of those. I'd take a Glowworm from the 80s, mix that together with the game Knights, and you have Dawn's outfit. Down. Throw it into a Pokemon game or even, hell, throw it into that one knockoff game where they're shooting people. Pal World. Sapphic Clown tease. Okay, I see that. Yeah, I don't know. This is why I can't. I like what Dawn gives in terms of drag because it is a little odd. It's a little interesting. It's a little weird. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to everyone, but for me, it's like an amalgamation of a lot of different thoughts that I understand the majority of. It all comes together for me. I don't know why. I live and breathe for it. I don't know why. I'm not going to play Pal World because to me that game looks weird and I didn't like Fortnite. I was one of the folks that tried it and was like, girl, I got to shoot people and build stuff. This is hard. I'm also terrible at first person shooters. This is how the camera's going to look like when I'm fighting. What? Oh my God, someone's trying. Oh my God. Like, no, like someone just shot me from the back. I can't even turn around correctly, bitch. My peripheral vision is terrible. My depth perception is terrible. In real life, too, my depth perception is not good. That's why it's really important for me to have glasses and contacts. Very much. And I have an astigmatism in my right eye, so that also affects that too. Very much that. Okay. We only been 2 minutes for this? I thought we'd been talking about this longer. Listen, we were going through reference points. We had a little glowworm. We had a game that needs to be remade again. Better. Who remembers Panzer Dragon? Good stuff. Oh man, anybody that had a Dreamcast, God bless you. We were a part of the real world. I felt true gamers had a Dreamcast. They stopped selling that motherfucker quick. That memory card that had the little almost like a Tamagotchi feel to it whenever you would put it in. Especially when playing the Sonic game. Mm-hmm. Very that girl. That was my first experience with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, was on Sega Saturn. Dreamcast, not Saturn. Dreamcast is what I meant with which one there? Yeah, I had a Sega Saturn 2. My bad, Dawn. I missed that. I had a Sega CD, I had a Sega Saturn, I had the Sega Dreamcast. Stop there. Because I have older brothers. A lot of y'all know that I have one of my brothers is currently about to be in his 60s very soon. Because my parents were older. My dad is in his late 70s, right? So I grew up with an Atari in my household as a kid. Had the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I'm one of 10. So my dad was all about us playing games together, but it was sports games. And I have to beg for the fighting games that I wasn't allowed to be the girls on. They were like, you have to be a boy. And when no one was home, I'd be playing Chun-Li and shit. Like, yeah, I always was better with them. If I picked a boy, I picked Vega, and my dad was questioning, why Vega? Like, why is it Vega? Why are you mad at Vega? He seems feminine. And let me play a character and stop tripping. I was so happy when I became a teenager and he started to not, like, he let go and was like, okay, you get to do what you want to do. So I was able to do, honey. It was woman from then on. I never touched a male character after that, ever. Okay. Dawn, I like this look. I think it's interesting. I know your vibe. I'm not mad about it. I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and close this poll and get to the next queen. But yeah, shout out to my gays out there that had to deal with that. I know. I get it. Trust me. No, I can tell you every system I got for Christmas, the Super Nintendo was one of them. And the first game I got, I think, was Mario Kart. Changed my life. My brother got, I forgot what he got. He got a different system this year, but I got a Nintendo 64 was the system I got. And the first game I got on there was the Super Mario game. I think Mario Kart. Because if I'm remembering correctly, that was a big deal. It was like a whole bunch of the main releases happened at the same time. GoldenEye on 64 will still forever be that girl. Forever be that girl. I thank God for that game in my childhood. So many sleepovers were spent playing GoldenEye and Mario Kart. God bless it. I think the biggest deal was my birthday. I got a PlayStation 1, and my first game ever was Final Fantasy 7. Hand to my heart. First game, it was Final Fantasy 7, and a fighting game that was like something, it was a weird game. It was like an arena game, and the girl could throw a whip. I forget the name of it. It's like Fighting Arena something. It was that game, and I think Final Fantasy 7 were the two games I got. Changed my life. It was, I mean, I was like, oh my God, what is this? Like, and I remember not being able to play it. And my brother had to step in. He was like, you don't get what's going on. And he started playing the game, and I watched him play. And that became a traditional thing in the household, was us watching each other play RPG games. And so my brother would get the games, I get games. And Battle Arena Toshinden. Yes, that's the one. Correct. And I was Miss Mama with the whip when I could be her, with the little ring spell and all that shit. It was great. But yeah. So that's why Rebirth is a lot for people. Like when we talk about the video games and stuff, and people like remake and Rebirth. If you play Final Fantasy 7 from back in the day, 1997, and it's 2024, it's a big deal. It's a lot to take in as a gaming fan and seeing something come so far, including series like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Like a lot of y'all today see it's like, oh, it's cool. No, bitch. Like we came from the arcade days, the real 2D girls, the no 3D days. It's nice to see it like all elevate and rise. And to that point, I say Dawn's drag for me gives me nostalgia feels. I feel like I'm in her twisted fantasy and I fucking love it. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, 50% of y'all said she's cute, 30% of you are giving this, and 19% chopped it. Let's move on. This is why I end up with these long ass lives. I get into my spills. I totally get it. Q, I'm not gonna lie, sister. This is Renaissance coded down. Not that bra, though. Not that bra. Look like it's meant for a jock strap or a smaller penis. Sister, I live for this hat. This hat, 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 this hat. It is. Oof. Oof. I have to just shake. I'm just shaking my head. I'm just shaking my head. I just want to look at this part. Can we just vote on this? Like, I'm noticing how, like, I love that the brim of the hat is like the string work or the beautiful, like the way it just, something about that. I've always liked any sort of like just design like that with hats. I think that's so hot. I'm cool with the pants too. I think the pants are cute. I don't like the bra is the only thing that this ruins for me. The bra is just fucking ugly. But the pants I thought were cool. I like the hat itself. I thought that was dope. I personally, if I'm gonna give this sort of hat tease, I want to wear a fucking fitted ass dress so it looks like I'm gliding over the stage and the hat moves slightly with the beadwork. So it gives almost like this illusional feel of like a floating entity. Like you could say jellyfish, like how Evie Oddly did hers, but I would say a little bit more like on that level of like mystic, like ghost shit, like very that. I don't know. I feel like a very tight dress with this boom hat going down where it gives this walk feel. I just oof. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. Right. And the dress has to flare out all the way at the bottom, like Morticia Adams, like very big and just I don't know. I still live for this. I live. I don't like the bra. Like everything else about this for me personally. The hat was the big selling point. The bigger selling point. Got some super chats. Ninetale, I almost missed this. My bad, babes. This Rita Repulsa from the 2017 Power Rangers, but blonde. You're talking about Plain Jane. Is it bad that I know that you're talking about Plain? Like, I know this is about Plain. I know it is. Thank you for super chat, Ninetale. Thank you so much, babe. And thank you again for super chat. My brother isn't gay, but when he plays a girl or creates a female character in a video game, my mom always says something. His reasoning is sometimes the girls have better outfits, choices, and styles. For me, most of the time, women in games, in particular fighting games, are faster. But I would say it's not speed. That's not the reason why I like them. It's just aesthetic wise. I live. I also find it really cool when women are fighting in games and like they're like beaten up on the dude characters for some reason. I just live and breathe for that. I've always been here for the heroine versus the hero. I think that may be the reason why this is for me, but like for real, I've always been more aligned with the heroine than the hero specifically. Like y'all see me play with June. I live for her. Oh, I live for Mother June. Speaking of which, I went up in my level, baby. Yeah, Gan Ryu, what's up? Hold on, let me brag real quick. I said Gan Ryu, excuse it. Garu. Oh yes, went up in my ranking. I love playing online. But also, shout out to the dude who actually the dudes who disconnected on me in the middle of our fights and were mad. Like mad boots. I was beating that ass. Like, I hope you got demoted. You deserve it. I need them to do something about people who rage quit. That was very annoying. Very annoying. Like, I'm in the middle of doing work. Girls want to quit. Like, what? Let's wrap Q's poll up here. I just hate the bra. I liked everything else. So what did we say for the votes? For Caillou, we said she's cute. 56%, 27% of you chopped this, and 16% of you are giving this look. Okay. Fair is fair. Where is that from? That is something specific. I can't remember. Fair is fair. I'll get it later. Either way. Morphine, love, Dion. Okay, Morphine. Notice how no one said anything about her face not being able to be seen under the look. I'm not saying that it was as bad as Nymphia's last week, but I feel like if someone had said something, I would have been like, I can see that. Ain't no one said nothing about her face not being able to be seen. The hat serves. The hat chews, honey. The hat reminds me of Clueless. Like Alicia Silverstone and that one lady that doesn't want to admit her, never mind. Stacey Trash Panda Dash, very much that. The hat is very Clueless coded, and I love this hat, and I love this purple. And I have to admit, the dress itself, it's all right. It's not all right, like all right, but like all space right! Exclamation point. It is all right. Why the red nail? Is this that girl? Is that what is that your coke nail, girl? What's the tea? What morphine? You want to talk about it, baby? I want to know about that one red nail. You know, if you normally ever see somebody with one pinky nail and it's the longest one, listen, I know she may be just playing the character here doing to give that. I'm just saying, baby, if you see that one nail and she give it a little bit more than the other one, hey, keys open doors. And they're not trying to use the one that they get in their house with. Let me stop. I'm gonna say it like that. The principal in American Dad. Cute kid. Cute kid. Disclaimer, it's progress for y'all know the rest of this. But seriously, it's for entertainment purposes only. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you for being here and giving your boys some love. I love y'all down, and I appreciate y'all for being here today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And if you want to drop a little tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It's certainly appreciated and needed and necessary, but I thank you so much for those who want to and those who have. It's PayPal.me/rants, Cash Up $Simon Rants, and Venmo Rants. Thanks for being here today. Look, she may like a little sugar booger, medications, whatever. Do what you do. I just would stay away from that heroin, stay away from that. That's whoa. Stay away from that. Heroin, stay away from her. She's going to take you out. We want to see you, girl. If you got to boil it on a spoon, so I don't want to have nothing that I got to cook. Oh, no, sweetie. Don't hand me nothing I got to cook. We Uber Eats, girl. Nope. I will pluck her from the ground. I am not cooking her. No, thank you. Had a really crazy story when I was younger with these people I was hanging out with at school, and I had no idea they did shit like that. And we were walking past them at the movie theater, Tinseltown in the Woodlands. I'll never forget that shit. In front of the movie theater, pulled out that spoon, and I was like, "Oh, this is shit," and I gotta go. No shade. Literally, that is. I'm out of here. Done. No. Basin right there, girl. What? Oh my God. I was like 13 too. Oh, that shit gagged me. Oh, be careful out there, yo. And it was a girl, unfortunately. No, it was, whether it was a boy or a girl, it was a girl. But yeah, it was like dead ass, it was like a late movie too, and nobody was there, so like they could get away with it, but it was just dead out, right out in front of, where the signs are when you go to a movie theater and the posters are there on the wall. It was right there, like right underneath one of. I'm like, huh? Like you don't want to go somewhere else and do all? I'll never forget it. I hope that person's okay. I don't wish nothing. I don't wish nobody on that. I really don't. I hope that person's okay, because that was, for me to still have that memory is a lot. To Morphine's outfit, I think I already made my statement with this. Morphine never has a bad face. That's not possible. It's not possible. That baby knows her mug. She knows it well. Morphine, you will always be able to clock a girl on not having a sickening mug. Be her. The lip is always right. Nose is the done. The cheeks give. It's perfect. The hat really pulls this together. The dress is very nice, but I think that hat really sold the puss of this look. Is it crazy that Morphine wore 2 wigs that Jane had this week? She wore the same wig that Plasma used that Jane wore for Cher in this look here. And then for the challenge, she wore that wig that I questioned the texture for that Jane was wearing, that blonde big wig. The one that reminded me of the Roxy Andrews All-Stars wig when she did the 70s bell bottoms look. I want that hat. You can make that hat too, Carmela. It's really easy. I said, oh, okay, friend. Can you make this one too? I need her in pink. A nice pastel pink. Yes. It's for the Checkup on It song, friend. It's for that performance. I'm going to be in a nice little sweater with the same sort of material with that hat. Oh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. And I have to zip the back and then come out and give all nasty sexual. Yeah. RBJ, you will have people who agree with you. Don't worry. Get in the comment section. Let's go ahead and wrap up Morphine. Go ahead. Come on, Morphine. It's a good week for you, bitch. 66% are giving. 30% of you said she's cute. And 3% of you have chopped this look. All right. I have both YouTube up and StreamYard, and I can see StreamYard or YouTube was behind. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Give me just 1 second to take a deep breath. I'm kind of out of breath right now, and I'm catching that with myself. I've worked out a little bit earlier today, so my stomach's a little tight. Give me a second. I got to stand up. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Thank you for tuning in. Like button, share, subscribe, drop a tip if you feel like it. Let's get on with the rest of the episode. So here's where I didn't get my gots. I'm just going to be real. Give me my gots. No, I didn't get them. I didn't get them, vodka. I didn't get them. I made this statement at the beginning of this video about them doing this sort of, why are you using the immunity potion at the beginning of the critiques before critiques are given, and not given at the end when they now know who the bottom 3 is, and then thus giving that person the opportunity to save one of the 3, where it's not Ru that makes the decision. It is the person with the immunity potion that makes that decision. And then the stakes seem higher. That means if you know you're in the bottom 3, you would be wanting to listen to the song, because there is a possibility you could get saved or you could go up against someone. It's not guaranteed. To me, if they're going to do this again, please use it at this stage and not at the beginning. It feels like it wasn't properly utilized, and it sort of was a waste of a gimmick and a gag, in my opinion. You gave it to 2 people who are front runners. That could have been used a little bit better for I don't know. I wish personally. That's all. I wish that would have been done a little bit different, because this was silly. So you blocked Mhi'Ya for possibly being high again, because that's the only reason that you would have given her this potion. Because to be fair, I don't know if you were in the delusion of it all, Jane, stiff, plain, but like it would have been better used on your own ass this week, even though, in my opinion, They were already planning on not having anyone go home this week. So for them to then give her, oh, you have the potion, you can use it. This is the last week to use it. Y'all were already not going to send no one home. Well, so it became less about an immunity from you being eliminated and more about, are you going to use the potion today to block somebody who could be in the top? That's what I wish RuPaul would have said, just versus, will you use your immunity power today? Like, no one's going home. So Jane shouldn't have to even worry. I mean, they don't know that. They don't know that, but we can see with how this episode was running, oh, y'all already had this planned. And you told her to use it by this day. She was never in a position to be in the bottom to go home. No. So love you, Jane, but you had juice in your hand that honestly you couldn't drink. And it was annoying. Mina, you want to talk about it? She made the craziest noise. Do you still prefer this over the chocolate? Yes. I prefer this over the chocolate because the chocolate one was like, okay, everybody, you pick it, and then hopefully it's going to be the one. I'm like, I don't know if I believe that. I feel like this one was a little bit more interesting to receive versus for the like beginning of the episode, and it was two people who had options versus it being only one person, and that just so happened to have the chocolate right when they needed it, right at the Lollapalooza when they were getting and no shade to Bosco because I was happy they stayed, but I was like, ooh. Fat Camp. What's next week's show? It has to do with them. It's like a drag queen how-to sort of program. Like it's going to incorporate branding, comedy, and public speaking. And yeah, I would be nervous for a few people. A lot of people. A few people. And they're going to be doing it in front of a live audience too. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just realized something. Hold on. We got to go back. RuPaul, Mhi'Ya, do you accept this potion? So let's also be real. Mhi'Ya could have declined this. It wouldn't have mattered. No one was going home. She would have got critiques. No one was going home. I roll. I'm just catching that. Do you want to accept? Doesn't matter. Oh no, Carmela, she wouldn't have been in the bottom. Because like even Jamal like verified that she did a really good job and she was being herself. They would have probably gave her critiques about the bananas. Now, if you were on the panel, she would have been in the bottom. This is where I'm gonna come from my friend real quick. You would have had her in the bottom. She was not in trouble. I promise you. That lady wasn't in trouble. Not even close. They literally were talking about Jane getting ate up by her. How would she have been in the bottom? No shade. I know you would have put her in the bottom, but like, no, no, no. We're not doing that. Love you, Carmelo. I'm like, wait a minute, Fred. The chop block would have put her in the bottom. Oh no, Q in Plain Jane would have been my bottom two. End of discussion. The music was made for them. The music, one more time, Carmelo, everybody else. The music was made for them. Made for them. Reese Witherspoon and Tobey Maguire, Pleasantville made for them. Are you kidding me? They just found out what color looks like. That's a great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen Pleasantville, enjoy. It's a great movie. But yeah, like maybe you're gonna give her bottom 3. I still wouldn't have done that because Dawn's there. No shade, my mayonnaise friend. RuPaul said it, so y'all can get mad at me. We got Dawn still right there, sister. So no, Nymphia would have been fine. She was good this episode. No shade. All two. Top 3 is Mhi'Ya, Iman LePage, Morphia. I was about to say Morphia. I started pulling her name together. Morphine, Love Dion, and Saphira Cristal. And the bottom 3 was Dawn, Q, and Plain Jane. And Dawn even mentioned this. She said all the white girls were in the bottom, all the girls of color were on top. I said that is kind of crazy on a funk challenge too. Megan wouldn't be happy since she's the queen of funk, remember? I shake my head. I shake my head back and forth. I shake my head back and forth. Pop up out the bed with my swag on. Sorry. Doing nothing wrong. But what's up? Yeah. They did the judging. They talked about things. To be honest with you, when Mhi'Ya was safe, I was like, okay, cool. When they said Dawn was safe, I said top 2. The moment Dawn was said they were safe, prior to Saphira even being told they were the winner, prior to them even talking to Morphine, I said, oh, it's top 2. There's no way Dawn was told to go to the back prior to the other folks. There ain't no way. Not on God's green earth. We're not stupid. I think they started to feel it like, oh, okay. Because when Dawn's name was said and Jane was still left there, that face, fix your face, fix your body, fix your face, fix your body, fix that body, fix your face, fix some teeth. They're done. They're done. Jane was like, the fuck is going on here? Mama, I think, Jane, you felt in your spirit, oh, bitch, they just said me and Q are lip syncing. Fuck this. She'll use that potion for herself. That was the only moment where I was like, wow, okay, the potion girl, you should use it for yourself. Child, then they started saying Jane was fine and Morphine, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, who is left up here? It's Jane, Saphira, and Morphine. Like, huh? Plain Jane is told they're safe. It's just Saphira and Morphine, and they're told that they are actually the top 2 this week. Top 2 this week. Wow, we're having a lip sync for the win. Do y'all realize that Saphira has won through lip sync for the wins? Every episode she's won, her second win being this episode, it's every time the top 2. We haven't seen her lip sync for her life at all. The only time she's won and had to lip sync is for the win. She's already on All Stars. Oh. Oh, shit. She already is on All Stars. She's already on All Stars. Just like Caramel. Ooh, don't say it, Belchan. Knock on wood. Don't say that. Don't say that, Belchan. I'm still mad about that. I love my Caramel. Ooh, I'm still knocking on wood. Don't do that. No. I mean, she's definitely having different conversations than what Caramel was going through. Way different conversations. Caramel was getting sort of that Hollywood talk from Down Under tease versus how Saphira is doing here. Saphira is slew foot, the white ass feet, or Michelle Visage needing to let us all know that she's wearing a dancer shoe. She wasn't even wearing it for the runway. Like, they were talking about her performing for the power song. And Michelle's like, there go that dancing shoe again, but it was bedazzled this time. Why is that such a big deal? She needs to be wearing a stiletto for the performance? I'm so confused by that. Like, why is that something you need to talk about? The slew foot bit I get because it's like an inside thing with Rue. Very my cousin. Michelle, what right, they're always covered and she needs to talk about it. That damn shoe. We're in a challenge where they're dancing. That's a dancing shoe. You wouldn't want what we saw Theresa May wearing for a fucking musical called Seven. She's the only girl in a goddamn dress. That looks silly. Teresa said, I'll do rap and I'm going to wear a dress with a stole. Matthew will get there Monday. See, that didn't make no goddamn sense whatsoever. I said, oh, she should go home just for that. I keep Gothi. At least Gothi was dressed appropriately for the actual decision. That was, we're not there. We're not there. We're not there. Had a big ass wig, an old ass dress, and had some cheap ass stuff. Girl, I was confusion when I was watching that. The amount of times everybody was off. Almost everybody. 2 people were the only ones on choreography the whole time. It's like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay, let's go back. Let's focus on the show. It's Monday. We gotta talk about Monday. Oh my God. I need to do a super cut of my reaction and post it to YouTube for a short of every time someone messed up in my reaction for it. Because I just kept laughing, like, oh my God, please someone stop. Tell them to stop moving so they can get back together. Because they're not doing good. Okay. So listen, Saphira being the top, Morphine being the top. Also, real quick, shout out to Morphine here because I know they've been fighting for not a bottom 3 spot or bottom 2 spot to be seen more than just safe. And you did that. So kudos to you, girl. You showed up and show out. I love how Mhi'Ya and Morphine were both in the top this week. Both the Miami girls, they can say that both of them were in the top the same week when it came to the power challenge. Wouldn't it be a gag if they still had to lip sync against each other though? Like next week they don't do good and all that shit talking that happened at the beginning of this episode really gets applied into the following episode, even though it would be the 4th time one person is lip sync and the 3rd time, but the 2nd time someone was in the bottom to lip sync. Would track record matter then? I'm giving a Saphira eye. Now that's actually good TV. Honey, I hate to tell you, it would be good TV. Because you foreshadowed it, not for the same episode, but for the following. That would be good TV. I wouldn't want to see them in the bottom, but it's like, well, we finally get to see where that conversation is going to go. I don't think it would be fair because it's like, girl, she's been in the bottom 4 times. And then you're going to put this girl over here and she only been in there 2 times. I mean, we can say the same thing for Plasma when baby girl was at 2 herself. And then we got to the one. It's a lot. We'll see. If that happens, God forgive me, because I'm not trying to like see the future here. But at the same time, I'm like, that would be great TV. Because I low-key was thinking it was going to be here. I thought this week was going to be, oh, they're setting them up to battle this week. And when they were like, oh, they're both in the top, oh, different story. Never mind. It was the other girls who were talking shit in their confessionals that were the ones that were in trouble, but they didn't actually have to worry about going home. Not the challenge that Q would be bad at. No one goes home this week. I'm not trying to start something. I'm just making fires in random corners of the universe. Not this being the one challenge where, Miss Girl would probably have gone home. Because I'll be real, if it was Plain Jane versus Q in a lip sync, damn well Plain was going to send her home. And that's not shady Q. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Can I lift you up? Oh. Oh. Everyone say hi to Mina Weena. Say hi to Mina Weena. You ready for me to get off the computer and get some cuddle wuddles time? Is that what you want, big girl? How you doing, baby? I also found out Mamu's a Bombay. I just found that out. I had someone tell me. She's like, do you see his coat? That's a Bombay coat. I was like, what? She said, that explains why he's monochromatic. Like he's all black nose, black paws, all that. But his coat is extremely shiny. She's like, it's so different from Mina's. Because I have my cats on my patio and all that kind of shit. And I got people who come by and it's like, you got a Bombay? I was like, what? I didn't know that. She's like, yeah, that's a Bombay. That's probably why he's so sweet. I was like, oh. I already fed you. Once you want, sister girl, I need to buy some food. Daddy's trying to earn some money so I can get you some more food, baby, because I'm almost out. Don't worry, I'm working. We gonna get there because they eat me out of house and home. They both eat adult food now because she's considered an adult. She is. But let's talk about this lip sync. They made us look. I know your argument is going to be, Matt, Megan does a funk style sort of sound to you. She even has a song called Funk. That's cool. I don't like this lady's music. I'm just going to be real. I can't even bullshit you. I don't like her music. I don't like it at all. Every song sounds the fucking same. I can't do it. I won't. I'm not able to. She even has a song called that, and it was still underseasoned, still underwhelming. So I will say this. If you like her music, I am not attacking you. I am not attacking your taste. If you enjoy this music, that's perfectly fine. When I hear her music, I'm assuming I'm shopping in a Home Goods. I imagine myself possibly being stuck in an elevator. I went to a store where there's very few of me in there. Okay? That's for them, right? That's fine. But when I think of funk, James Brown is really where it's going to hit. Motown music, current music, Bruno Mars, for fuck's sake, would be more in the funk. They could have done Beyonce's Work It Out from Austin Powers. They had the budget for song. Can you imagine if if Morphine and fucking Saphira got Work It Out? We gotta work it out, but they gotta work it out. Whoa, play it for your horn now. Oh, say it for your horn. Oh, that would have been hot. That'd have been hot. That'd have been hot. Oh, that would have been hot. Wow. Tina Marie would have been better. I would have taken some Tina Marie down. So this is not to disrespect her or anybody that likes her music. I cannot vibe. I cannot receive. I don't understand. I don't get it. It all sounds the same. That Mother song, I laughed. Who? Calling who? You? Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Daughter, niece, cousin, twice removed, mother? No, you're a mom, not my mother, not their mother, not the what? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not when everything sounds like we could just play you in an infinite loop of one big giant song, like that one Chris Brown album. He thought he was getting slick on, girl. That's the whole fucking song. Anywho, let me get off of her. God bless her. Good luck to her and that man that's not gay next to her. All right. So, an episode with funk. Hell, Leland did something with more seasoning than this for the fucking challenge. I'm telling you, bitch, Power was a little bit more, into the earth, if you will. And I made you look, but I'll be honest with you. This is where my honesty comes in. These two performing this song together made me like this song only through them. Because I don't like this song, being real. I like their performance of the song. And I was into them conveying what they needed to, because I was thinking to myself, these hoes deserve better. But then they did well. And I was like, you know what? I liked how y'all interpreted this and did your own thing. I wish you were given something different, but you did what you could do with this song. Good for y'all. Let's get into it. I was impressed by Morphine. I have to say that. I already knew Saphira was going to do the Lord's work here, but I was like, okay, Morphine. Morphine was emoting. She was not taking it through only one angle, one lens, if you will, of how she's performing. She tried to throw some comedic bits in there. There were little see you next Tuesday face moments. I was impressed. I said, okay, Morphine, this is a lot better than that other time you had to lip sync. No shade, you still won that lip sync against Tsunami, but like I saw you fighting. because you were like, okay, Saphira is going to choose, so I can't come into this half-assed. And I appreciated that. It, again, made me like the song. Hate this song. Infinite passion. Fuck this song. But they sold it. They made this interesting and likable. When Saphira did that spin in the back and dropped the skirt and stepped out of it so smooth. That beautiful, it was 2 spins. 1, 2, drop out and step. I said, oh, it was smooth. Oh, it was smooth. It was smooth. It was smooth, baby girl. That was right with God. That's how I know that's sister. That's how I know that's cousin. That's family. That's the shit I like. Give me a clean, nasty reveal. Because Morphine's reveal was not that girl. No shade. She had to do a lot of work. It was a little tight. Saphira's was flawless. Like, going right into her dance. Miss Mama's still derobing over here. You know, a little bit different. Telepathy. Now, I will say this, though. Saphira's split was cute. But Morphine responding to that split on the beat and the cooch toucher, okay, this is cute. I kind of liked it too when Saphira turned around and did the booty shake and Morphine whopped her hair and it was right on the beat. Like Saphira is shaking her ass at the beat. I'll make you look. And Morphine's I'll make you look. I was like, okay. That was it worked at the same time together. It was kind of fabulous. I was like, okay. But it was a fun ride to see them performing. Not my favorite song in the universe. I think that Morphine and Saphira, though, made it a very likable song. So Meghan Trainor should be sending y'all thank you letters. I'm sorry, that at the end when Morphine was like, I loved it. I'm sorry Morphine, that was a cack. That was so puss for me. Like, it did. Because they both were in position, so it just made it more like cunty. It really did. Like it. It really did. I thought that was fun. I was like, all right, that's some puss right there. Go ahead, bitch. Saphira is the winner of this week's challenge, rightfully so. I think that Morphine did put in a good fight, and Mhi'Ya was good too. But I'm finally glad my sister got 2 wins because Saphira, you definitely could have won another episode for sure by now. That's $5,000 more dollars in their pocket. God bless you. No one's going home. On to Untucked. You see what I meant by it's 3 hours into this. I said I was going to have this wrapped within 2 something. And do you see? This is why we're doing edited videos on Thursdays. I had a blocked comment pop up. It was from this one dude, this bald white guy that continuously comes to my page to tell me to go fuck off and that I'm boring and that he brings up other YouTubers and shit. Like I have so many screenshots now of everything he's messaged me. And I was going through the filtered ones and I hadn't seen one from him in a while. This dude literally went to an old video, like an older video, just because I guess he didn't think I was going to see it and then just left like another, like, God damn, you're so fucking boring. Like, please stop making videos. I was like, wow. I was like, that's dedication. You had it was recommended. You probably were like, stop recommending his channel. Fuck him. And then you was like, no, I'm going to say something today. Is that how that works? I don't know this feeling of leaving negative comments on people's videos. I think it's not for me. It's like, I'll just go to Twitter and talk about folks if I want to do that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I had to laugh this morning. I mean, hello, sir. I know you're probably watching today. Fuck me. But I just thought that was kind of funny. It was like, what? Like, that video was from 8 months ago. 8 months. I don't even make my thumbnails like that anymore. Oh, man. You gotta love it. But it's okay. Listen, I'm not for everybody. This kind of style isn't for everyone. I have to let go of that, even though I'm one of those Libras who love me, love me, love me, love me, because like I hate disappointing people. And I take it personally on certain levels, but like I can't do that. Just like anybody not liking anything that I have shouldn't take anything I say personally, this kind of stuff, that and the other, the bit. But it is what it is. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. People will heal. Anywho, we're on to Untucked. See, I didn't forget it this time. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Am I behind on a solo leveling episode? I think I am. I need to watch that after this. Mhi'Ya was in the back talking about bananas, giving names to her actual bananas, going bananas, doing banana puns. Thank you, Montaz. I appreciate it. I thank you. Thank you. That's all. I was like, is there anything else? Nope. Yeah, I am unfortunately one of those Libras too. I'm your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no in between. I'm your best friend, or I'm the guy who's going to be the one that gets you in the end. I'm going to be the one standing over you when it's the last thing you see. Like that kind of seriousness. Like we're either going to be good or we're not. And if I'm indifferent, be scared, because that means I don't even know that you live. I don't even know that you exist. I'd rather not know that you're still alive. I'll live in my bubble, you live in yours. Cool. That's me. Cool. Can't see you. Brenda, I think I love my appreciators. I think they know that too. I talk about them almost as much as I talk about the other ones. But more so my appreciators than anything, for sure. I feel that. Brenda, I'm a Libra, so I get it. We're lovers. We hate conflict. We can say some stupid shit sometimes, but we hate conflict. And as I'm getting older, yep. As I get older, oh yeah, hate it. If I see something going down, I am walk the opposite direction. Gone. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to. Oh my God, they're fighting. That means someone has a gun. I need to go away. I don't want to be a part of this. That's me. Let's start adding equations together. So if A, Billy's got fist, and B, Bobby's got a knife, then that means Timmy's got a gun. So I'm going to D my way out of here and find myself across the street and watch this on the news tonight. Not I, said the pussycat. Anywho, Mhi'Ya sat back there, did what she had. Pros and pros. If you live the life I lived, where I have lived on this earth, honey, you're going to understand when you see somebody fighting, there's going to eventually somebody is going to jump into that equation that has something they're not supposed to have that doesn't make it a fair fight. And you can be on the receiving end of that by just being a bystander. So I'm not trying to see nobody fight. I've already seen fights, girl. I'll look at it on YouTube, on Twitter. Y'all want to get down? That first pow, I'm hitting the ground. Roll my way out of there. Ain't no way. I have a life to live, and I'm gonna live it. Yes, I'm in an open carry state. Same over here in please. They have incidences of road rage almost every day here in like Texas alone, where someone loses their life over road rage, over someone cutting you off. And they're not dying from like car crashes, y'all. People carrying guns in their cars and shit. Like, be careful. Not everything is worth a fight. I'm saying that it's not everything's not worth a fight. I promise you. Sometimes let that person call you out your name and just walk away. Because that person probably is not going to be here that long anyways. Like, karma going to get them. Yeah, it's serious out here. I think something happened in Houston last night, for that matter. Scary, horrible story. Oh yeah. Yeah, something happened on the south side of Houston this morning. Somebody got in an argument outside of an apartment complex, and a 2-year-old was grazed with 2 bullets. They're currently in stable condition right now in the hospital. I've been praying since I got that. I have my little news app, but like, this is over 2 people getting in a disagreement this morning And a child is now fighting for its. You feel me? Like, is it worth it? You really have to ask yourself that. I know we're talking about Drag Race, but this is the stuff that I be like thinking in my mind all the time. Like, is shit really worth it to y'all? Like, we really, you were that mad? Okay, you don't need to be living. I guess you don't need to be on this earth like that no more. You should not be in the position to be around people. It's insane. Like, stealing is wrong, but I'm also not about to fight nobody over somebody taking some shit from a store. You take that bitch. If you get arrested, that's you. Mm-hmm. Not a mandatory smoking. I can't. Yes, the Joel Osteen situation. It's been weird in Houston the past couple of weeks. They were trying to say it was a trans woman. It was a woman who was not a trans woman. It's very weird. They try to get very political with that story. It got very gross in this city, and a lot of people were pissed off about it too. Oh, well, make sure you get it right next time. And da 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 da. It was like, but people are still trying to claim that woman is trans because they don't like trans women. Like, that is insanity. Yep, they had missed it. They missed it, the whole thing. They were trying to make it a LGBTQ agenda, and it wasn't. Like, what? Crazy. And brought her child in there. Wouldn't the child hurt too? Oh, just awful. Awful story that was. Awful story. Awful story. Awful story. Anywho, they didn't really talk about much. They kind of gagged Plain Jane a little bit, and Plain sort of received it, but also was like, y'all need to chill. But I'm like, Jane, you've been dragging these girls for weeks. If you're in a position where you might be in trouble, you're in trouble. I will say, though, Jane, I had your back here. Q was like, when they got to Q about her critiques, they all said that my red outfit was really good. That was their favorite outfit for the challenge. You kept saying they. You said they. You didn't say Ross. You said they. That emphasizes more than one person unless you are specifically speaking about somebody whose pronouns are they and them, where we don't know if Ross is fully committed to that equation just yet. They give blouse energy right now. So when you were like they, it was implied that multiple people felt that outfit was amazing. And no, not everybody did that. And I was like, this thing. And so when Jade was like, is that what was said? I don't think it was that heavy of a cut, but I do appreciate Q for being like, not like she can let me have my moment, because Jade is known for doing that. I felt there were two wrongs here, but I also was more on Jane's side to be like, well, she wasn't lying. So I would have also been like, well, no, it was just Ross. And you see how Ross dressed. So, like, take that compliment what you will. They said your outfit looked good. They didn't say your wig looked good. Like, I don't think so. I thought it was funny, though. It was all in good spirits. My on the page is me. I am you, Mhi'Ya. I know the tricks too, girl. I don't want you to see me from my back. Let me go ahead. I gotta see you real quick. Hold on. I don't want to see the back of you. Mhi'Ya, you better than me. Cause it would have been let me try to touch the shoulder as I'm getting up to see if he's comfortable. He didn't flinch. If he didn't flinch, he's in a good mood. And I'm going to trace that head all the way to the back of that head, because a bald headed man are so fire to me. I like bald men. I think they're hot. Well, most men are gorgeous, but I have some, it doesn't matter what their hairstyle is, but I think any dude who's like, I'm bald, I'm not attractive, lies. There's something about a bald man that can pull it together. If they can pull it off, it's hot. So I'd be like, oh. We would have fell by accident. Excuse me. I'm Mhi'Ya. I'm Morphine too. Silly. It's so funny. It takes again, Monique, you really get the bone, you get the face when someone is bald, child. Like, you get that full face, honey. If that structure is right. And I have dated one of my exes who was bald. Fine. His face is perfect. He knows it is. He knows it is. He's so fine. But yeah, like, damn. But you don't have to be bald. Maddie is an open. It doesn't matter what race you are. Okay. If you like a little rump and you a top, push on through. Okay. But you also can't be weird, because I like to play video games and I'm, a little bit of a drag kind of guy. So yeah. What's going on over here? Miss Thing is trying to poop and, mama won't let her. Okay. Okay, they're playing. Listen, Dawn, I thought this was super cute. Dawn got a message from their significant other, their partner, their boo, their boyfriend, and a lot of good energy was received just through the screen and all the words that they said. Bitch, whatever. I'll tell you something. Because the girls always confuse me with other girls on my panel. There are not that many boxes for me to check off. I don't care about a lot of things, but if you just are handsome and you cute and you also possibly have a great sense of humor, I love a man that can make me laugh. Anybody that can make me laugh. Oh my God. I love someone who is funny. But I also like the shy ones too. Like, you don't have to be a comedian. Like, I have weird changes. I have different sections in categories. You don't have to be specifically this, but I like certain things. If it really applies to you, it's like works out well. That's Dawn's boo. That's Dawn's boo. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was really sweet. I thought more messages were about to pop in, but I was like, okay, no, now I guess we're at the top 7 right now. Top 7? Yeah, we're at the top 7, so it may be one a person. If I ever found someone who was also a gamer that wanted to date me, that I was mutually attracted to, I'm not letting that one go. I don't think I've only dated one guy who was a serious gamer. And I enjoyed that relationship so much because we got to talk about so many things often, like all the time. Oh, I just love talking about games and pop culture stuff with people sometimes. I'd be getting into it. I have a cousin, Johanna. This better not be like Michael Scott and when Pam Halpert set him up with her landlady. Okay? Because I don't want to be at Starbucks pretending that's not my name on that cup either. I'm kidding. Oh, I don't really care about zodiac signs. I can be very honest with y'all. That's not really my jush. That doesn't apply to everybody. Some people's zodiac signs do not define them. Some do. Sasha, shut up. But can she fit? If she was on the soccer team, what position would she play? Michael was so rude for that. Listen, honestly, Untucked wasn't really anything because no one went home. And also the shade was light. It's like kind of a different atmosphere. They all felt like they did pretty good. So it wasn't anything too crucial. Dawn had that really special moment and there was some light shade thrown here and there. But to be honest, that's the episode. That is the long route. That's the long way. This is the long way through RuPaul's Drag Race, as you know, through my lives. So hold on, let's get this together because I've been shaking it around. Get this 3C right. I wish I could find someone to lock my hair. I missed your super chats. My bad. Let me come back to it. Thank you for messaging me and not destroying my character. Oh, there it is. Okay, Finley, it didn't pop up for a second. I got nervous. Here you go. Yeah, I don't like it. It's giving Saphira has to shuck and jive for her money. We're watching Drag Race, Farnsworth. And that Jim Crow pop song didn't help. I was so pissed. Hashtag the whiz. We're watching Drag Race, Farnsworth. Drag Race, Farnsworth. Drag Race. Thank you so much for the super chat. All I said is we're watching Drag Race. I don't know where y'all can take that. I just said we're watching Drag Race. So, Asylum 07, Master Madman. Drag Race is afraid of ballads. We couldn't get True Colors in the political challenge with the True Colors runway. Ooh. Didn't Megami do True Colors? Good thought, though. Good thought, though. I still think we should have got something with actual funk, you know. Oh, I missed another one. Oh my God. This is why the girls aren't tipping. Okay, I get it. This is why the girls talk about me. Drag me, Selena. Drag me. Um, wait. Are you referring to when they were doing the rehearsals and you're saying that lady was singing like Tickle Me Elmo? Nine Tail. But Elmo is in key. Like Elmo has an actual key, honey. Like I receive this, but I also go, I can understand what key Elmo is in, though. That's the difference. Like, and there's an end. I think Leland was trying to give us good content when he was like, I want you to sing the highest note you can and just go for it. Oh, oh man, I'm weak. I feel like Leland did that on purpose. Yeah, girl, give us your high note. Homogenic, I missed this one too. I'm glad I saw it. Q is hypnotizing us to believe she was a musical theater queen who can sing and dance. I wonder who else did that on their season. Mhi'Ya, I feel like I missed this one. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm going over the super chats right now just to double check you, Pooh. I'm looking for jokes I didn't read. Reddit, 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 Reddit. Reddit. The irony of me too saying that. Reddit. Okay, there we go. Auto star super chats. Thank you. So I shouldn't miss this anymore. Goodness. All right. Oh, what's up? What's going on? Okay, that's right. That's right. I just knew it was by somebody that made a song that a lot of people cried to or felt some kind of way for, or has a lot of hidden meanings. What's going on? Everyone, do me a solid favor. You got to hit the thumbs up button. You got to like this video. You got to thumbs down it if you're a racist and you don't like me because you're racist or homophobic. I'm just going to assume it's for my mental health, as well as leaving a comment on this video. 100 comments, please. Homework. I would really appreciate it. As a reminder, I am doing the panel tomorrow with friends, so we're going to have this conversation again with my good friends, and we're going to include UK versus the world. Drop a tippy poop in my jar if you feel like it with paypal.me/MetaRants, cash up $9MetaRants. I don't know how to order any food today because I'm saving money, 1, and 2, I already have food here at the house today, so I'm going to enjoy a nice little Caesar salad with some roasted chicken. What's going on over here? Mamu? What's happening, Bubba? I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. We have a lot that we're going to look forward to later on the channel. Don't forget that the edited content will be coming out next week. Say hi to Mamu, everybody. Hey, Bubby. Najawenya. Oh my God, you got so big. Okay. Also, I feel like I should make a community tab post about this. I'm about to attempt to cut their nails for the first time. And I am concerned. And I need to know, should I just go look at some YouTube videos? What should I be looking for? Because I feel like I'm not paying $30 for each of them to get their nails done. That's fucking ridiculous. I can just do that myself, and I already got the nail clippers. So I'm going to attempt to cut their nails this week. I was going to try to include that footage with the video I'm going to be doing, but do you have a second person who can help? I can possibly get someone to help. But I'm nervous. Because they're both very this kind of like, okay, hold up. And you got to like calm them down before you can like just do something. Well, Mamu's got his nails cut by, the people at the vet before, and they said there was no problem. I've never done that because I'm always nervous to do it. And Nina, depends on the time of day when she's calm. She'll let me like play with her toes and stuff like that. And so I have to like gauge her energy. Other times, like you see when I pick her up, one of them children. So it's very that. I don't know, but I'm gonna try this week. I got to. I gotta cut their nails because I see them getting really long, and I don't want to do what a certain YouTuber did that just got verified. Neglect. Anywho, all right. I love you down. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Once again, like, share, subscribe, drop a tippy poo in my jar. Help me out with my trippy poo. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow for the panel, Monday for UK versus the World, Tuesday for either a Final Fantasy or Tekken Tuesday, Wednesday for Drag Race España, and then Thursday for the edited video for both UK versus the World in season 16, followed by a Friday break or just Maddie, and then another video. I told you I'll be doing videos almost every day this week because I really got to get money to get this trip together, to pay my bills, and I want y'all to see that I'm putting the work in. So I'm not just sitting here at home going, why they don't watch me? I will talk until I literally lose my last breath. So there you go. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all down. I'll see you for the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. 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 Advita's in. That's not the song. Bye, y'all.
Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Puss, puss.